They've got 2 to work with off of Cold. For himself has 1. And expectedly, he's over toward the B side of the map. But again, they won't go aggressive on Banana. I expected almost he would play half wall, perhaps try and get flashed in that position. Instead, he's going to be more passive. So they want to have the crossfires for when they actually arrive on the site.
Well, here we go then. They've got that B control, but you can see the down a T step, so it won't be a full commitment, at least for 30 seconds or so. Device, oh my goodness, he's going to struggle here. He's definitely going down. How is he still alive? Finally, they get him. It's going to be Fallen to pick up the kill. They get an AK-47, but is it going to be enough to pull this one back? Advantage for now, but as you can see, Astralis getting themselves ready to pop towards the arch side. They're waiting for that smoke to go down. Good Molotov to force coldzera out of position, but that Desert Eagle, watch out for it. We know he's good with it. All of a sudden, the kills are coming in favor of MIBR. It's going to be a 4 versus 2 with Dupree and Glaive stuck against it now. I'm not sure they can pull this one back. There is a minute remaining, and they might have made a great call here to go towards that.
E aí, galera, bora ver o jogo.
They're 2 in library. I don't even think we're aware of this. They now realize they have to work back out, but Glaive's going to have position on this. They still don't know it. They rotated out of A. They're going to go together. They have to at this point in time. So much ground is lost. Bomb plant's important as well because Astralis, again, if you win the first 2 but lose the new,
Fala, Yuri.
I guess, gun round 4 previously. Still need a better way to say that, but the point is by getting this bomb plant down, that's going to ensure they still have a perfect buy in the next round despite losing this and despite the investment early on. Glaive holding, good find on Stewie. We may not have to worry about the bomb plant. We might have to worry
Bora
about
aprender a jogar.
Only with 9 HP is going to get caught. Molotov was a little late. They were too close. They were able to swing, peek together. Glaive almost gets them both, but Fallen trades it back. And it did start
Sim, MC Danny.
on B, but it wasn't the SMG. Fur was playing passive in that position.
Well, they win the round. That's massive. And I did say coming to this one, you have to be so careful. If they saved Eagle Armor, it can be chaotic. And unfortunately, it was Device that this is the moment where it all starts to fall apart. You have a player like that with a rifle in a position as common and prevalent as the Banana area. If he goes down with nothing, gives a rifle away to MIBR, that could be enough, and it certainly was. Glaive fall back the best he could, but overwhelmed in the 2 versus 1 in the end. Couldn't find the double spray down, and we are off. We've got a double orb set up here. Fallen and coldzera. Classic MIBR double orb. We've seen Tarek joining him the responsibility, seen they've gone back to what they know works. And we'll see now if Astralis with their MAC-10 can answer back here. They did have enough money for a pretty decent buy. 4 AKs, a lack of all the utility device with nothing here as we enter the 1 minute 30 mark. And Fallen, it's so good at this side of the map, man. He's great at close range. He knows when to go for the wall bangs, and he's going to fall back to defensive line, but he's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
He thought about that. He saw that Molotov be thrown and thought maybe there's someone on the wall, but elected not to shoot it.
Tá sendo, é a final.
On the site.
SS.
Yet, still playing towards CT, that's easily smoked off, and I presume will be.
É ao vivo, irmão. Toma strike agora mesmo.
Stick around with the angle line up and fire into it. One will do exactly that. There goes flash as well. No smoke as of yet. They want to put it late, and he's still blind, still in the open. Device absolutely destroys Stewie on entry. And Fallen was nearly caught off as well. He's fortunate to get away from this, and I think getaway is the key word.
Yeah, that's it, that 1 kill, and that's a very methodical process from Astralis. You see the smokes deployed, the flash is over. It was very awkward for the timings there. Fallen normally good for 1 kill, couldn't find anything there. You can see overwhelmed, flashed off, and then his teammate absolutely battered by Device there. Great opening kill, and it's enough to guarantee victory here. Astralis know, though, 4 players staying alive. They could go for a hunt. Their money's not exactly great. They might just want to keep all 5 players alive. And MIBR on a double orb setup as well. That's the main problem with this setup. It can be fantastic, but if you have to go for a retake, especially in that B-bomb site, 2 orbs is just not going to be sufficient, and Fallen decides to fall back. And we'll see Mages with the MAC-10. He can definitely justify going for a bit of a hunt here. Doesn't necessarily want that weapon in the next round, as Tarek will find him. Like I said, not a huge deal. Definitely affects the money for them a little bit there, but 4 players do survive on the Brazilian side there. 3-1 Astralis, and another gun round to take place here. It's going to be round 5, and Fallen and coldzera still on those orbs. Do they want to try and get super aggressive here, try and face towards T-steps, knowing that Device doesn't really bring out the orb on the T-side unless he picks one up?
Não, tá não.
Cold back out toward middle, won't be aggressive this time. Smokes it off and actually falls away instead. So that second off will play passive. That's mostly in response to the fact that 3 players on Banana want to try and control this. They know that Astralis loved this portion of the map. So playing aggressive as a result. Nice shot from Fallen.
Caraca, reflexo do Fallen é... Tem noção, irmão. Caraca, tio.
Gonna boost him back up as well. And Fallen, still one of the only... Ooh, that Molotov nearly causing problems as they failed to get up there 3 times now. Fallen does in the end.
Olha isso, tio.
Device goes down. He's one of the only operators that still likes to play that position CT side.
He loves it. I really enjoy watching him towards B. And he ain't done just yet. He's still hunting big kills. The pre-fire through the smoke. He's going to be major stuck in towards those logs. Decent grenade.
É, cara. Ela joga muito, velho.
Remember, those double orbs sometimes can be problematic. If the bomb does get planted, they get that one kill they need to access the bomb site. It could be enough. Very standard setup here on the CT side. You see 3 players, crossfires on the bomb site here. coldzera focusing towards quad, gets that 1 kill, falls back, repositions, but they're focusing on Arch, and you can see it's Tarek who's watching that with the M4, but no presence towards the actual CT spawn side or library. They could sneak through, but CTs will have a setup for that. I think it'll be Stewie who will be looking towards the CT spawn position as Dupree tries to show.
Não é ele que dá aula lá, mano?
Presence is found, certainly felt by Tarek. Gun barrel showing. Cold didn't respond to it. Wanted to make sure that no one was getting out of Palace in the meantime. Fur just destroyed, but just was able to swing in from library, and they weren't quite aware of that angle yet because they didn't think they were that far. As Cold only gets 1 second later, he might have had both on a lineup, but just gets the trade immediately. 6 seconds they're on the plant, not the defuse. That comes after potentially in a 2-on-2 region.
Ah, mas a maioria das vezes é
Stewie. Now the defuse needs.
É vídeo gravado, mano. Ah, tio.
He has no kits here, and the AWP. He might be able to get 1 kill here, but surely he'll be traded out. Oh, he sees the head of Mages. That's a kill. He could go for the quick scope here. My God, ball is down.
Olha o que o Fallen fez, tio.
Definitely happening. The master of the sniper does it once again in another close range situation. That was brilliant.
Vai, TDR, isso vai do seu coração, mano. Caraca. Vamos aprendendo, pô.
Oh, there it is, bad ball into the bottom as well.
He's got this kit beside the bomb. It was perfectly set up for him. So 3-2, MIBR pulled around.
Cala a boca, Ítalo.
It's going to leave device on just a deagle. 4 AKs only for Astralis. Once again, Banana, the point of contention early on. 3 Molotovs thrown out. 1 high from the Astralis side, and then 2 to cut off the entire lane from MIBR. This is going to be a battle, I think, for at least 8 or 9 rounds in this half before someone finally concedes and says, right, let's play a different style default, whether they go to more toward the 3 on A for MIBR or if
Odeio o Brasil ter jogado.
But this is going to be the early battle.
Que bosta, hein, mano.
Just warming up. This is the grand final we wanted. Fallen looking excellent. Astralis still though challenging him towards this B side of the map. He goes to the
Errou tiro.
Absolutely fearless here as he continues to look for a boost. Anyone trying to knock him back. They got a Molotov presumably in the corner before they commit here, but this is what he's waiting for. He gets another kill. Just 1 step ahead every single time.
Great shot by Glaive though, because Stewie was baited in off of that. Fallen takes 2 and they slide out, but down immediately.
Yeah. Alan Souza, que isso? Fala em lixo, tá louco? Melhor AWP.
Around the corner he goes. Oh, they both burn? Yeah. That actually was the nade came in afterwards and did the damage. The final tick from fire kills them both, and that allows the site and the plant.
They were going for the bait and switch. We normally see that towards Emo and the bombs down. 1 player there with the AWP suggesting he's using new boxes. You kill him, you think that position's clear, then he can pop out. But if you Molotov it like that, I think they stack the mollies as well with nades. And there's no way might be able to pull this one back. They are fully invested into this.
Sou melhor que esses caras aí. Com certeza, Ítalo.
Money is done for, and out of nowhere, a round that didn't look possible, Astralis with a double Molotov win.
Astralis would have been absolutely relieved to see 2 kills arrive there because they would have thought only 1 was in that position. They were doing that as a standard procedure for clearing it. As soon as the second one came in, get the bomb down, round over, so they pull it back 4-2. No heroics from Fallen this time. 2 M4s carrying over.
Faço 5K.
2450 and 17.
Olha lá o computador do Tarek lá, do coisa pegando fogo. O computador do cara tá pegando fogo, irmão. Tá bom. Japa joga muito.
Round number 7 take place is a very difficult situation. Fur's got USP. Now a CZ, if that doesn't look right, and he'll get a pistol in the end. This is everything from MIBR. They love a 4-spine for good reason. So much talent available. The aim is available in buckets and spades. We'll see whether they can do anything about this. But Astralis, they gave up around already the pistols. They don't want to do that again. Sure, there's a couple of rifles there, but they do have a massive upper hand here. Device now with the AWP. just starting to get warmed up as they go for the B control once again. That seems what they're focusing most of their efforts. Like I said, Stewie known to play this bomb site alone most of the time. That was happening until his teammate rotates in. That's Fallen. Fallen with the SMG. Stewie with CZ up against 5 Astralis players, hungry for another trophy. As all 5 wait on the other side.
Nossa, cegou tudo, tio. Olha que...
No kill found, and that'll call for a rotation here from
Demorou, TDR. Oh.
Beneficial for the take. Fallen with an aid back, doesn't quite go far enough. Bounces,
Dá nada não, mano. O canal já tá uma merda mesmo.
Down the lane, over top of the wall. That might have done more damage with 3 players sitting low, waiting for the execution. Bounce Molotovs. Clear close side as well. Flash. Molotovs gonna spill the orange 1 and 2. Fallen steps up. That's 1 kill only on the USP. Stewie's got an AK in front of him.
Porra, Stu.
Far he's found by Magiska. And Zippix looked amazing on entries this tournament, by the way. I think this is one of his better in terms of finding the opening frags.
Absolutely agree. 4 players survive and blocks things once again as MIBR, another agonizing save for them. It's becoming a bit of a trend here on Inferno. They've had a couple of scrappy victories, but once again, saving the M4s.
Não abre o olho pra jogar.
After this one, that's $1,900, and that actually is such a problematic situation. You've got 2 M4s.
Mano, se ele leva aquele cara ali, tinha ganhado o round, velho.
It's a super tough call because if you can get out the SMGs and build up a little bit, you're going to have a 3rd round bonus potentially afterward, and you want to try and keep Astralis' money honest. But at the same time, you're not going to have a perfect buy if you don't just bite the bullet and save.
Absolutely. I don't know what the best call is here. Those guys will have a much better idea than I will. We'll see whether they're going to invest or just maybe get Deagle armor on the 2 other players, try and drop whatever pistols they can, and see if that's the right call. I think a tactical timeout is definitely required here.
Pra que você já tem pouca pessoa aqui, Ítalo? Vai lá no do Gaules lá e manda eles vir pra cá.
So just 2 fully get players, not even P250s there. Surprised at the fact they're going to get 2,400 next round. Did he kill the chicken?
I think he probably wanted to chase him away from mid, to be honest, to not reveal anything. If
well, no animals are harmed at least.
Yeah, no animals were harmed. Device the first kill. Zippix has got a lot of pressure being applied. Manages to withstand the first of it, but not the second. As Tarek will get the shot back. That's one of the M4s. Now they know there's a gun down in that position. And from what we know, there's no one that was able to babysit that, so they could.
Pois é, então para de falar pros caras que tá aqui pra lá, velho.
Things going on that require attention first, and Tarek actually gets another, so now it's 3 on 3. That gun is definitely still there, and Zippix is aware of it. Or excuse me, Tarek's aware of it. He's going to rotate around.
Devices
get the AK. Yeah, so 2 AKs picked up. Excuse me, that was Stewie. I thought it was Tarek. It was Stewie. So now they've got 2 AKs upgraded from M4. Fur's not going to be able to get one. He's locked inside of ruins.
Olha o Fer.
Every second he waits on his sandbags is going to guarantee the bomb, but he's got the killing device here. He's going to go for the knife as well. I think he probably should, considering their money situation. Oh, he lets his teammate die, unfortunately for him.
Isso aí, Fer. Eu sei, Edu. Dá nada não, irmão. O canal já tá uma bosta mesmo. Relaxa.
Exactly. Now, yes, the knife gets him the extra money. That's what you're thinking. However, it's actually more costly because if you hadn't just killed him with the CZ, they have 3 AKs, which is more than the $1,500 you just made for doing that.
Indeed.
So I know he was thinking money, and it was the right thought process. It just
unlucky.
Yeah, he didn't think it fully all the way through. Unfortunately, not seeing that kill coming in. So either way, again, we talked about this. They saved it out. Cold's going to be the one of the AWP this time.
Yeah, this is when he takes matters into his own hands. Maybe he's got that good spawn. Can we check out Coldzera? Yeah, he wants to go towards middle here and see whether he can maybe open things up. Doesn't commit to the peak, so maybe he just feels like he's going to be more effective with the AWP towards middle than Fallen could be at B, because that's where they're really struggling right now. We're trying to change things up with a double rifle setup instead of Fallen on the AWP. As they leave again, Stewie alone. He's got the AK this time though. That's where he can do his best work. He can go and challenge.
Qualidade PTQ.
He's hungry, he's aggressive. He wants to challenge them one-on-one. So the AK can actually have freedom to do that now.
Oi.
Flashes send the lots toward mid. Cold's in the corner with an AWP. They don't check it. Turn around. Oh my goodness! How does he get that no scope? Nearly gets a third because he's distracted and he wants to get back out. But no further aggro on Glaive. He's got the lineup. That was impressive and almost depressing because they the AWP.
Yeah, that's a very overlooked spot. I don't know what it is about that position, but it always seems to happen. We will see 2 kills in the AWP. Coldzera seemed to have positioned himself perfectly as Tarek will try and fall back, dropping another incendiary there, just to buy himself some time to get in a more defensive position, as now they'll go back towards B. Like we said, that's where they found most of their success here. They've only got 2 smokes, but that's fine. You can smoke towards Coffins and CT spawn. I just don't think that Astralis will be winning this round. Stewie is almost certainly going to get at least 1 kill, and then it's going to be, what, a 3-on-2 on the retake, and there should be enough time. Molotov perfectly deployed. They're going to have a real tough time getting through that.
Tarek swinging out.
Que isso, Tarek? Eita! É o jogo, Astralis e MBR na final, mano. Ah, fala aí, doinho puxado, fala agora, quero ver falar.
And I don't know what it is about it, but it's a weird one. And Stewie, as mentioned, you're going to expect him to get at least a frag.
Fala aí.
As we've got a little technical,
fala, Eric.
A chance to catch our breath and just work out what we.
Você viu lá o Codzeira tirando a titica do nariz e comendo, velho? Vocês viram, pô. Vocês viram. Coloca é as.
There's Yanko, waiting to see if they can topple Astralis on Inferno. Not many teams can that.
Not many teams can at all. And remember that MIBR, despite that they have 3 rounds already, they struggle a lot with that banana position. We've seen it ever since, go back to the Star Series with G2 and the Nightmare with Phelps and Fur. It's something that
eu no lugar do Tarek faria melhor, puta que pariu, joga nada. Você viu ali, Edu? Retardado, ele pegou o cara de costa, tio.
That's a change already.
Meu Deus, mano.
You're right, the results to finally someone taking down Astralis on Inferno. That's in a major, excuse me, close enough. In a final of the ECS season. I mean, that's impressive in itself. They've had relative ease with finals so far, Astralis this year.
Glaive seeing the flames encroach on his position, but he's absolutely fine. Gets to save his smoke. That might seem like a small detail, but in post-plant situations, smokes are king. So the fact he can keep it there and avoid the damage is fantastic for him.
Como é que é, TDR? Você apagou a mensagem, viado. Ué, FNX tá voltando, irmão. Imagina aí. Tarek vai vazar, tio. Escuta aí.
Dropping a smoke, buying them some time, and that's going to actually boost the B-bomb site dramatically.
Glaive the flash over, device the one up close, smoked off, however, by the CTs. This buys some space. Pretty big gap.
Não é, mano. Depende, só se ele tiver proposta maior, mano. Mas eu acho que o Japa não sai, não.
Lucky to be alive there. Fur wasn't expecting a free kill like that.
No, nade out, walking into the cubby. Zipex will fall off of it, and the presence from Device will now be aided. He'll have some momentum behind it as Stewie sits on top of the coffins. Watch for Fallen flashing him in, trying to get the shot out. Smoke's still down. There'll be one in his face now, but he stays. I think Stewie had an angle. Magisk still finds the shot in return.
Tá aqui, guardada. Meu Deus, 4K, falem. 5, deixa ele fazer o 5.
And he's already looking behind him to at least secure his position, so he has any chance at it. But they've cleared the site in the meantime. They know he's there. They've got him on an off angle, meaning they can hold this defuse, and he only gets 1.
Vejo não, mano.
Finds his 5th, an ace in the round.
It's all about that utility usage we pointed out in the mid stages of the round itself. The fact that Tarek set them up at about the 1.
A risadinha dele. Tipo assim, deixa entrar na minha mira, caralho. Que porra, velho.
And they're not even challenging together. There's making sure one pig takes the aggro away for the other. Stewie flashing them on Fallen goes to the pig, and you can see the clock just running down dramatically. I've been said he can't plant. There was 4 seconds left on it. They get the bomb down, but it cost them everything as Fallen and Stewie just dismantle them. And we get into round number 11 here. There's going to be a partial by the CZs and the Deagles. Looking for so is Tarek.
Nada a ver, Ítalo.
And will take down Device. So that's exactly what they wanted, but Fur doesn't seem to be falling back just yet.
Ó, o Fer é muito loucão, tio. E aí? Pegou um passarinho voando lá, vocês viram, né? Ó. Já era, o trem tá zedando pra Astralis, mano. Astralis. E aí, o negócio tá azedando, irmão. O bagulho tá azedando. Ganha, Ítalo, cala a boca, velho. Mas esses branquelos aí, esses leite puro. Tem dó, tio.
8, 9 rounds, that's absolutely fine. They're definitely still on for that. As we'll see a tactical timeout, the first use, I believe. So it'll be Astralis to call it. We're going to see them considering their options. Zonic definitely wanted to get involved and give his thoughts on what he's seen so far. They are going to be buying up into this. As you can see, the AK is being purchased. Got about 5k.
Hello, 5k. Hello, that's the way to watch video. I like me to watch para fast. Quando eu tô falando, deu 3 tiros ali na cara do cara. O Tarek errou, deu um pente de 30 tiros ali na cara do cara ali. Errou tudo, acertou o pé dele, matou. Eu vou traduzindo pra vocês. Ó, teve uma briga ali na rua e eles correram ali pra passar pela banana, mas a banana não deu certo, porque jogaram um HE neles ali e acertaram o pé. O Fallen tá ali mirado na parede, porque ele sabe que tem 3 caras na mira dele. Ó, o Fallen soltou um peido ali e os caras vazou de perto dele. Não foi? Vocês escutou, tio. O cara falou, Fallen soltou um peido. Ó. Ó. Ei, foi o peido. Foi o peido do cara que atrapalhou o Fallen. Do peido dele mesmo que atrapalhou ele, que não aguentou ficar ali na paredinha.
There we go, smoke down to try and get back on the bomb side there. It is going to be Stewie making his way back. Fallen was holding B by himself. That is a very common setup with the AWP. Get it towards the barrels, allowing you to have 4 players towards the A side of the map. But it falls apart if you lose that sniper. Luckily, the device there, so he couldn't just collapse into the site and take over. So Stewie had time to rotate in, but again, he is there solo. This is a much different situation we had previously. There's no smokes available from IBR now. A few flashes, an incendiary, and a 5-on-4 in favor of the
Vou começar a traduzir de novo. Ó, mostrou a bunda ali na banana. E vai entrar no bombear. Meu Deus, Code do céu. Boa, Fer. Ah, tá de zoeira. Não, deixa o cara aí, mano.
Yeah, he needs to
Fofur.
He's just looking for an on probing now and seeing if there's
potential.
Their money's very weak on the Astralis side. Every kill he does get at this point will actually be incredibly valuable.
Eita.
Looks like he fancies his chances, not of the round, but of finding a few kills. Gives his position up, and that might cost him now. How does he get out of this spot? I'm not really sure.
Ah, pelo amor de Deus, mano.
He doesn't get anyone with a bomb blast
Parece...
so expensive situation, still a buy nonetheless.
Ao respeito, Ítalo, ao respeito. Ih, lá, o cara. O cara loucão. Levou a mãe dele pra assistir, o irmão, o tio. E tá lá batendo palminha. Ah, pelo amor de Deus, tio. Ah, que Astralis o quê? Viu? Brasil vai ganhar. Brasil vai ganhar.
Just restarting Steam, Matthew. So nothing's going to be allowed.
They ran out of steam, Henry.
Indeed. But,
e aqui a segurança lá da MBR?
Courtesy of an opening pick from Device. There was nothing tactically brilliant about that. He was just in position. Fallen wasn't quite watching the angle. He opens things up.
Yeah, he was shoulder picking it. At the exact second he disappeared, Device crossed.
So just a small nuance there as to why Device got the kill. And then, like we said, a simple approach towards the A site. 3 players in the apartments, 1 flashbang. I think they had a smoke towards library as well. And they get out, find the opening kill. That was Zipex. And coldzera, again, Astralis seemed to be overlooking a lot of common positions there. We saw coldzera right in the corner. A lot of CTs play there. Astralis didn't even check in all the chaos, and that could have cost them the round. But they are very good at landing on their feet in these sort of situations. They managed to put it off in the end. And it will be 7-5 on the T side of Inferno, looking great for them so far. Definitely the favorites here. MIBR had a very turbulent season as they try and define this roster, work out what the roles are within the team, what are the maps that are good. And it seems to be such a question mark around so many areas of their play. But now getting deep in tournaments regularly, it seems. And this is a grand final against the world's best. A fantastic opportunity to showcase the development of the squad.
O Ítalo sempre torce contra, porque ele sabe que vai perder. MIBR é foda, irmão. Coloca foda nisso. Nunca perdi a aposta, skin. Vambora aí, vambora apostar então, irmão. MIBR é campeão desse torneio aí, tio. Perde nunca.
Dupree, his numbers currently set up 4-9. He definitely hasn't had the best tournament run here by his standards, by any means. I would say he would admit that as well. But his teammates have gone above and beyond the moment.
MIBR é Astralis.
You mentioned Mages, he's looked fantastic. Zipex, the usual device, always going to be up.
Eu te dou um murro na cara.
Really, really well done. Janko's called for a timeout there. So
MIBR campeão, fi. Só vou até colocar o nome da live aqui, porque eu sou daqueles, tio, que se for pra tomar strike, toma direito.
Yes, you are right there. Janko obviously wants to give his 2 cents on the current financial situation.
Vou até mudar, vou colocar o nome da live aí, tio. Vou colocar. MIBR. MIBR versus Astralis. Vou colocar até Astralis com letra minúscula.
It's that T side is where we've commented in the past and said it's only coldzera. If he steps up and gets like 20 kills in the half, that's when they actually look very good. It's very important he has good performances in Inferno. Otherwise, they look like it's not actually an amazing map. But obviously, with the veto process, they had to get rid of Nuke, and playing Inferno against Astralis isn't the most exciting prospect for them. But we'll see if they can stick the land.
É Astralis, né?
Everyone's back on the server.
Pronto, tio. Se for pra tomar strike, Edu, toma direito. Que perder, tio, nunca perco, irmão. Tô postando na faca do Edu contra a sua.
My voice sounds so much. I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow. But that was fun.
It's fine. We only have another event that we have to fly to literally tomorrow, Hank.
Ah, mas você não sabe de nada, não.
We're going to have the AWP. Like I said, it is a difficult buy. And
quem sabe é nós.
It makes sense. We've got 3 lesser weapons in this sort of setup. I don't mind the double orb. We'll see whether it works out for them. I do want to see a bit more aggression, perhaps, so, and try and get Fallen in that advantageous position where he can go for those initial kills. Device will have to extinguish that. Incendiary at the start of the round barely takes any damage from it, though. It's not a huge deal. They're 3 towards the side of the CTs. They're being proactive as well. They want to use this close range.
Claro. Você acha que eu vou postar a minha? Eu nem tenho. Vai, Cold, vai, Cold.
He's well aware of the fact that there's a second player inside the apartment, so he changes his angle accordingly with that smoke. He's also aware that Zipex
tem dó. Aê, ó. Já sabe onde tá o próximo. Ah, Cold, vacilou, irmão. Porra. Quem tá pena? Presta atenção, tio, presta atenção. Aê! O japonesinho abriu só um oi.
There's those orbs coming out and doing a good job. You can see they're trying to funnel them towards Coldzera. In fact, he's waiting in such a great position as well.
O reflexo desses caras, tio.
Zipex found the opener, but it wasn't quite enough. And that CT push towards the B side of the map.
First TT,
SMGs make them uncomfortable.
First TT, cara X, era slow.
That's a great way to open things up, of course. And that's gonna put MRBR right back in the race.
Gordinho louco, meteu o dança.
A tactical timeout from them. We're going to see a lot of those throughout this series. Remember, this is the grand final. And I'll make sure the coaches are involved in dissecting everything and helping the team out. With $3,000 available and first stage loss.
Eles já estão todos, eles estão apavorados, tio. Tá apavorado, irmão. MBR não perde pra eles, não. Já era. Olha aí, esse cara aí, levou um tiro de 12 na testa lá. É louco. Aquele ali tá mais careca que eu, irmão. O cara tem 20 anos. Aí, tá louco. Tão com nada. Eles é cego mesmo.
Not at this level. I mean, you want to get every single round that you can. I understand the mentality behind it, but it is a risk, certainly. Single AK only for Dupree. They're going to have to be explosive when they go to a site.
Gol Astralis, mano. Cala a boca aí, todo. Já era, irmão. Olha isso, tio. Presta atenção. Tá careca de ver o TJ perdendo. Como assim, mano? Eu nunca perco também. Que bosta que é essa, mano? Ah, Bolsonaro. É Bolsonaro, irmão. Mapa é CT, TJ. Não, é TR. Esse mapa é TR. Full CT. Credo, que isso? Nunca precisou de ser full CT. Ah, tá ok, você não sabe nada não. Nem eu sei, nem o Edu. O Edu também tá conversando pro cotovelo. Boa, Cold, isso aí. Ah, Cold, larga de ser lerdo, véi. Porra. Ah, que mapa é CT? E daí, tio? Patente não julga bosta nenhuma, não. Porra. Ah, mano. Porra, velho. Ah, mano. E você tem, né? Aí já tá levando pra pessoal, irmão. Já tá levando pra pessoal.
And back to the single orb setup here, as we'll see MIBR try and close things out. Good grenade at the start. Fallen again. That's a straight up wall.
Boa fala, hein, sim, irmão. Mano, esse povo não cala a boca. Eles estão gritando, eles estão gritando. Claro, Guiz. Tamo junto, irmão. Claro que merece. É lógico que merece, tio. Aí, os caras não tá sabendo nem pra onde que vai, tio. Todo lado que vai, eles tomam bala. Olha lá o outro caçando minhoca na terra ali, ó. Ó. É. Próximo é trem, depois é overpass. Eu tenho medo é overpass, mano. Overpass da minha... Eita. Engola essa aí, Ítalo. Não enxergando nada, velho.
through the smoke, finds another. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-2, and they've got a real chance.
Que isso, mano? Que Depre fez, filho?
7 HP, Dupree hits that shot. Bomb planted. Cold's got to get back in. That's giving them everything they need. No kits for Cold or Tarek to work with. Fallen may have had one down inside of the site. It may just be around the corner where in which Sipix is playing from.
Olha isso, tio! Mano, o que o Depre fez nesse jogo aí, tio? Vou colocar até minha webcam, mano. Depois dessa eu vou colocar minha webcam. Pra vocês verem a minha reação. Mano. Mano, olha o que o Depre fez, tio.
Looking better and better with this weapon every time I see him pick it up. And we'll get into the second half as Astralis steal away that last round. Amazing scenes here. We've been treated some great clutches so far. And we'll see if we're going to have any more. I'm sure there's plenty more to come. And looking at the CT setup now for Astralis, we'll be right back into the action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This one's just warming up. Your grand final continues here as Astralis.
Mano, não sei colocar nem a...
One smoke, no kits, and a CZ for Glaive. And it looks like a fast speed rush here. The two HEs
nem o webcam eu sei colocar.
Porra. They won the fight, says Zipex knows it. He knows what those nades mean, and they'll be smoking in very quickly here and presumably committing, but no.
Tô, mano, mó frisão aqui, tio. Vocês querem que eu acenda a lâmpada? Pra vocês me ver mais bonitinho? Porra, velho. Porra, o que o Depre fez naquele round ali, mano? Ah, mano, para, tio. Mano, eu tô com fome. Uma aí. Tem dot,
It's going to be the Csgo with the crossfire, and they each find a kill plus another two for Zipix as he turns around, somehow staying alive. Smartly turned away to make the hitbox a little bit smaller on his head, and then absolutely was ready to fight as soon as the reload was done. Stewie's left in a 1-on-4. No chance for them as Astralis is going to take a 9-7 lead plus the pistol. Both pistols now going their way. He'll do what he can.
Eita.
Damage. There's 3 that are extremely low. 36. You may be able to isolate this.
Ui!
His device. Bomb still down towards CT.
Ó o bagulho ficando feio.
Hang on, we got to hold on to that.
Yeah, well, they're going to try and run the clock down as low as they possibly can at this point. That's the right thing to do. They've actually let the bomb go. So they know Stewie can't just run up and pick the bomb up, right? He's going to assume players are dead. That's
Costa, shield.
Risk, but, oh my goodness, I thought he had another one. So they might be going for the banana rush. I assume that was I don't see what benefit they'd have faking that with all 5 players. They've got no presence towards A. They seem to cancel it. I feel like they'd have to commit with that. You use the HEs, the smokes, the flashbangs. You have nothing really left as they go through the CD spawn and find the meat grinder has fallen. Really should have got that frag on Zipex, but unfortunately didn't work out for him. It's going to be 9-7. Astralis are absolutely right. Pick up the pistol, but remember, MIBR love to force buy in that second round. Scouts already, and our good old friend TeamSpeak has had an issue, Matthew, so we're going to wait a little bit here.
Porra. Não foi muito bom.
See if they can get it sorted.
Ah, cala a boca aí, gordão.
Starting to wonder if it's Sonic, because he's trying to lean in and speak
sabe nada.
Rather than communicate through the comms, so get it sorted either way. As always, Henry, it's your
E essa segurança aí, tio? O que esse cara fala? Fala bosta nenhuma, não sabe nem jogar.
Why don't you just build one? Then you can just sell it to everyone.
That's probably a good idea.
And then you can invest it in cryptocurrency and Tesla and run away to the hills.
That's
Tommy will help you do it.
Of all the worlds combined.
Bagulho tá feio, bagulho tá tenso.
O
que foi, coach? Esse arame no nariz, cria vergonha na sua cara. Cara, tá tirando, velho. O cara tá com um buraco no nariz lá, irmão. Acho que é por isso. Cai um relâmpago, vai direto no nariz dele. Pedaço de ferro na cara. Quero ver, hein. Gol, gol, gol. Tem que ganhar. Ai, irmão. Esse cara tá parecendo eu jogando, mano. Oxi.
Smokes, so they don't go quite as aggressive with the airstrike as we formerly have seen from Astralis in rounds. They do have the massive weapon advantage, but Fallen again. We talked about this as well with the Scout. We saw it on Nuke. You don't necessarily have to get the kills with it on these rounds. You want to just get as much damage as you possibly can to allow the pistols to then capitalize on it.
Foi dormir, mano.
It is Fallen. He's more than capable of headshots, but both will suffice. Glaive gets pushed down, clears it out. Didn't need a lot of utility to do so this time. Meanwhile, back over toward the top side of mid. That is where MIBR wished to strike. But just one waiting toward pit. He'll fall off it, very efficient in that position. I think he's got a smoke down in front just currently to make sure he can push out through, but he's heading in the direction of Fallen, put him on 10 already, and that's what the scout, that one's gonna put him down. No chance he escapes that one. That range, that low HP, but watch Glaive. Remember, he got here without utility. He's got an overwhelming amount of players in front of him. Xipix tries to help in that position, get the crossfire set up. He still finds 2 for 1, but it's gonna give at least one gun to now complement the scout.
Well, still 30 seconds remaining. They know exactly where they are. And Dupree with the position probably doesn't find the kill there, considering he's got the MP9, but does a lot of damage towards Tarek, and that might dissuade them from going for this. But to be fair, they need the cash, so I assume they'll just run in and try and go for a plant here. Drop a smoke to gain them access towards the site. Actually worked out horribly because that's not taking any vision away. In fact, just blocked theirs.
Absolutely does.
Not great.
Yeah, and at this point as well, with 2 on 4 and not a lot of time left in the round, with picking up an SMG, you can farm a bit of cash with that. And you can certainly cause reinvestment.
Olha lá, ó, a arma de noob, viu? Viu? Cara profissional jogando com a arminha de noob, irmão. Vocês ficam aí.
This will give reasonable chances. Well, what's Glaive going to do with 45-50? Probably go like, yeah, immediately M4. They're not going to try and get an op early. Device is comfortable on that AUG.
Go right, boys. Always go right.
Pass on right. Why is that hard? I think Pimp and I did that in the show match, to be fair. What am I saying?
Yeah.
It's probably too, let's be honest.
We're going to see clocks and PD50s here. No armor. That really was the nightmare scenario. If you force by in that second and you don't get the plant out of it, you're going to be hamstrung now going forward in this half. And they've already lost both pistols. And it's going to be 11-7 after this round. If they can get a plant down, I'll be very impressed. But Inferno just doesn't really lend itself to cheeky plants here. Maps like Train we talk about because you have that inside prospector pushing in the lower.
A zebra de novo.
On the one player. But Inferno, that's not really an option. You really do need smokes and flashbangs to remove vision from the CTs and
Falei MHC, MBR perdendo, mano. Tá foda. Isso é culpa do Ítalo aí que tá torcendo contra. Pilantra.
Xipix continues to apply the pressure as he'll be flashed off, doesn't need to overcommit, and the Orb probably going to find its first kill, not quite, and there it is. Clean, plenty of money in the bag. And now it's up to MIBR to try and answer back. They have about 5
falando,
don't think they'll bring the AWP out unless Fallen wants to go glass cannon.
They do bring the AWP out.
Para de xingar, Vitinho.
Swap it over. Dupree was capable of doing so, and he'll take the AUG. He's comfortable with it as well.
Aí, ó, carniça. Tem que xingar eles mesmo, carniça.
As promising as it certainly showed to be on the CT side this map, but he's capable. He's quick.
Cara, sabe porra nenhuma.
Like he is right now. Everyone on his team has 9 kills, by the way, except for him. He has 18, so he's double everyone else.
Oh, you're right. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Oh.
He is twice as good as all of his teammates.
Exactly, on the nose.
Palmeiras campeão. Campeão de quê, irmão?
Yango trying to fire them up. They have got 5 AKs. They're considering the AWP purchase, but it's not going to happen.
Golzinho de rua.
In the first half, it's not massively impactful in the mid stages of Inferno. It can be difficult to work picks with it. It's better to have more dynamic teamwork with the 5 AKs.
Palmeiras é ruim.
Exploit one of their defenses as Device will certainly have it. Look at the catch.
Brasileiro. Palmeiras. Quem é Palmeiras? Fala aí quem é Palmeiras. Boa, Steel. Tá do outro lado, Steel. Você tá... Abre os dois, Steel. Você abre só em um. O Ítalo deve torcer pra ele. O Ítalo é burro, só torce pra time ruim.
Guarantees on that side of the map, but they are going to put him low. He's been getting aggressive now twice already. We saw with the UMP just 2 rounds ago, and that's...
Dá a cara não, Fer. Dá a cara não. Ó, Fer, dando uma cagadinha. Tá. Sou atleticano, você, TJ. Sou São Paulino. Que? Como é que é? Para de comentar aí, por favor, porque tá aparecendo na minha tela.
Gets one back and Device's smoke. This should give them the bomb plant at the very least. Nade not going to do any further damage because it goes far and they go safe inside the site.
O que tá perendo
at least focus and transition on this as well, and he goes wide side
Noob
triple to get back
Pro.
to mid.
Entendi nada, mano, que você falou. Tá aparecendo na sua tela. Ué. Ai, ai. Desculpa aí, noob. Claro que não, irmão. Nada a ver, tio.
He's not in a position where the bomb is planted for him, but he is in a position to capitalize on two. They're on the defuse. Device is so low on HP, but he's going to hold the angle, and you're right.
Porra, velho. Que porcaria. Culpa sua, Noob Pro. Ó, culpa sua aí, ó. Fui ler os comentários e perdeu o round. Eu tenho que comentar, tio. Não, eu tenho que comentar, tio, porque senão eles vão perder, mano. Olha lá, ó, eles estão falando, ó, MBR tem que partir pro Crossfire, porque Csgo não dá. Vocês escutou falando aí, tio.
4 straight rounds Astralis on this, their CT side. None for MIBR thus far.
Vocês já viram o Ítalo chorando? O que acontece? Vai pra segunda. Vai pra segunda partida. Ó. Fala, Dorite. Oh, o Ítalo jogando Crossfire é mais engraçado. Ele rushou. Ele rushou, sei lá como é que chama, madeira, eu nem lembro mais o nome daquilo. Ali no... Como é que chama lá essa parte lá, tio? Esqueci, mano. Subbase lá, mano. Ele rushou, morreu e queria que os caras... Morre toda hora. Isso aí, falem.
Nade goes deep, Fallen tagged on 6. It's still a 4-on-4. You would think favoring MIBR now.
Como assim?
I do always think that Inferno's one of the maps.
Por que foi deletado, mano?
A trade doesn't always favor you in the same way because you can still anchor toward the B site, so they still have 3 on A, and the low HP actually gives that position, gives the advantage still to a
DJ, tu é mineiro e torce pro São Paulo? Sim, mano. Time que me agradou, tá ligado? De Minas, o Cruzeiro é o melhorzinho, tá ligado?
Same position as last time, remember. This is the plan that let them down. They've got a smoke, though, towards that library position. Fallen 6, Card 64. They're both on the bomb side, no one in the pit. They have another smoke, which they'll deploy, but still, it's Zipex and Glaive. 2 of the best clutches in Csgo right now. Surely they're going to take this one.
Glaive on the Vespa, gets high, tries to work over the smoke. That gives him the angle on Cole. Fallen, look how clever he's being. Oh my. Standing in the smoke, is he? Yeah, I think he's lagged out. I think this is actually... Oh, he's not. Okay, he is being clever. He was sitting there forever.
E aí, Fallen? Ué, essa Fallen? O Fallen travou, mano.
Genius. I even thought he was gone.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, has that actually happened? But no, it was just sitting in the smoke as long as possible. 10-second defuse there, really not ideal, but look how smart the position is.
Acho que não.
It's just beautiful.
Valeu, noob.
Great approach. Nice idea.
Pô, o Fallen travou lá, mano. Os pés dele grudou no chão, tio. Pelo amor das braquiaras. Meu coração. Boa! Nossa, olha essa gaia do Device. Cruzeiro aqui, cara, ganhou do Palmeiras, Copa do Brasil ano passado, esse ano, ganhou do Flamengo. Ano passado, esse ano, Copa do Brasil na Libertadores. Aí sim, Vidal. Deu logo a galeusada na cara dele, tio. Eita. Tá cheatado. Galera, se a MIBR ganhar, o Edu falou que vai sortear a faca dele, hein?
Such low HP, and they're heading towards the B side. So we've had lots of aggression now. I respect them as Astralis. When you have this huge buffer of rounds in the bag, why not?
Ué, tô falando e me mandou aqui, ó. No privado aqui. Minha live tá atrasadona. Por quê? É o primeiro. Aí o Edu finge que sorteio me dá. Lógico, tio. Aí fala lá que foi você que ganhou, tá ligado?
unsighted, 20 seconds. All they have to do is find Magisk, but likewise, all he has to do is play the time.
Yeah.
So he's going to wait. It spots them. That's a slower approach. Bomb is on the quad side. 12 seconds. They've got 6 to the plant. Magisk gets high. Smoke down.
Que tem? Tem que sortear, tio.
Will at least cover it off. Good smokes to do so. All they needed to do was isolate him. They had already cleared the other side, and now the retake is on, and he's still alive in this.
I don't know
but
how.
He's being watched like a hawk. It's actually kind of clever. MIBR just avoided him. Smoke him off. Let's get the bomb down. That's #1 priority.
They're not even that worried about him, are they? It's like, they can't kill us, so
it's
we'll
almost
leave him
frustrating. If you're Magisk right now, you're going to be super frustrated. You're relying on the aggro from your teammates, and they're taking their time getting there. Just to the front of Library now. Now pop to find Cold. Still spraying through, hoping that he can get a few wall shots onto the weekend. Fur jumping up, Device can't get the aim. Tarek holds it off. That's very well done from MIBR.
Yeah, really touch and go, I have to say. The fullback from B after showing so much there. Could have gone either way. Mage is considered one of the best pip players we have in the game right now. And
eu comprei meu PC, uma placa de vídeo, RTX, caralho, um i9, um cooler, bom, lancei. Ô louco, Vidal.
On the T side, they need to avoid this reset, man. It can't happen here. They need to stay alive, and I don't think we'll see as much aggression from the CT forces this time. Good grenades, though. Sclave will be taking out.
Foda.
Stewie, yeah, I didn't think there was going to be a gap there. He's trying to hug the
O que é essa pessoa é sua? Essa pessoa da sua família é sua? O que é?
Capitalize on that. If a single nade went in that direction, they would have had it fallen. Great shot on Glaive. Wow. We know Glaive likes to peek that position. We saw so yesterday.
MBR ainda vai ganhar. Ainda não, fi, ela vai ganhar, mano. Eu confio 100%. Nem foi eu que comecei, ó, nem foi ele que começou a vacilar, mano.
It's very different now, to be fair. Flash out. It's very different for Xyp9x as well because he can't even see it. Dupree high and dry. He's able to take down Stewie. Tarek's found Magisk. That's on the offsides. That's on a lure. Good play.
Caraca. Eu vi ele no Discord hoje o dia inteiro esperando alguém pra conversar. Nem entrou.
He got the one pick, but he's alone, and therefore was actually thinking about saving. Yet they're going to rotate back over because once again, Tarek's the
Cadê o outro parênteses, TJ? Nem tem, tio. Nem tem. O Andrade. Device tá cego, irmão. Tem parênteses, não. Aí, tio. Quem é Device perde Fallen, irmão. O cara fica só ao redor do Fallen ali, pegando instrução e passando pros outros.
He will get that opening kill, and it's the response to. I love this from Cold Zero. The fact Stewie went in, looking at the bomb set itself, and Cold Zero there using that information, great comms as he goes in and takes down the boosted player.
TJ, tem como você passar um pouco de beleza pra mim? Mano, só se nós cortar um pedaço, né? Vamos tentar tirar aqui, irmão. Rasgar aqui, ó, já era. Salve, Marquinhos. Aí, Marquinhos, vamos aprender. Os smokes preparadas, TJ. Ah, então, Marquinhos. Ganha nunca. Tá lá em cima, lá, tio. Você tá vendo o cara, tio. Abre um olho, tio. Você tá olhando só com o esquerdo. Pelo amor de Deus. É nóis, guri. Aí, ó. Nossa! Olha a bala do Steel, mano. Oi. Caralho, irmão. Vocês viram aí. Pera aí, já vem. This will be a third round bonus. They'll be able to buy in the next. Dupree trying to show off his game sense.
Gets the headshot, but that's it. They give away one frag. Absolutely fine in that respect, but there it is, double digits. So Astralis, that big lead they built up after losing 3 rounds in a row. The gap has been closed, and this actually looks possible now from IBR. So Yaka looks a lot calmer. knows they have the advantage here. Astralis with the tactical timeout, discussing their options. They are going to buy, but are they going to go for more aggression towards middle? Are they going to move the orb around and see if Device can be as successful as he has been all tournament on Inferno? He has not purchased the AWP. It doesn't look like it'll be dropped either. They don't really have the resources to pull it out.
AK's falling this time. Has the option of the op. I think there's an AK down for him. Stewie, is it spawn-based? T-side op for Stewie? I'm imagining, yeah, I was going to say, imagining it has to be at that point.
He presumably just goes and straight up faces Banana or holds the T-steps and awaits a Device pick. Those are his two options, really. And it looks like he will be challenging a B. Going to drop the smoke to deny the incendiary. Molotov in as well. And looking for that pick, no one there to find. But still, he has got Banana.
He was almost too, yes, okay, job done in that sense. But he was almost too good at taking the position. That Molotov that he threw out, as well as the self-preserving smoke, forced him off too quickly. But you're right, look at that nade, down to 40 HP. I would have expected at this point they would have switched it back, but they actually want to go aggressive toward the top of middle. Cole, the only one that gets a kill. 2-3, sprays down with 2. And Fallen still sitting back on the AK, has Stewie rejoined, but they're down by 2 men. And Astralis with guns back to fight 14. Put themselves within 2 of closing out on map number 1. Overpass is next.
Scary prospect.
One will work first. Still haven't switched the gun back. They're going to leave it at this point. Stewie seemingly happy to hold on to the AWP. Certainly capable at times. We've seen that in the past. Certainly on this map major. In January. Peeks out spots to Nate will do further damage. Maybe not. Went inside the site, not out. If it had gone outside, it would have potentially put them down to within red HP, both of them, because they were close enough together. Stewie's starting to be aware that timing is working against them, and there could be someone in behind. 2 in the pits.
Claro, filho, vamos montar time e arrebentar esses caras, filho.
Even if they isolate Majestic. He tries to find one, but there's the arrival of Zipex. 14 for Astralis.
Absolutely true. Astralis now touching distance of picking up the first map in this best of 3. You'll see that spray down working in tandem there from quad. There's a player on Arch as well that's raining down hell through the smoke, finding so much damage as well. And Stewie had already taken that grenade at the start. So it was difficult for Fallen himself to actually do anything about it. You can see the money, if they lose this round, not only be map point, they'll have nothing left as the Gorillas pours out. But there is Fallen in towards that underpass. Device has his sniper as well. As the battle rages on here at B, the area has become a fortress for Astralis these days. Very difficult to flush them out of position, as it will be Device and Zipex this time with the AWP on the B side. They'll flash him off, but fires off a shot. Does that connect? Is that no, it was not. So they managed to get Device off the corner at least.
Dedo, o cabelo cresceu muito.
Grenade should do reasonable damage here to Dupree.
É porque eu tô sem o microfone na cabeça.
Wouldn't be worth it to lose the HP and not play the position. Make it
Franguinho
worth
com
it.
macarrão de alface.
If we can get a kill, that's for sure.
Léo Stronda, como assim, mano?
We'll go back over toward A as well. The smoke will be a bit of a problem for Device, so instead he'll Molotov it to try and get...
Léo come só peito.
Peito
de frango
I think he was hoping that the fact if he sits in the flames, he might think it's safe and he'll take a risk there, but yes, it didn't work.
Ah, tá, desculpa, Marquinhos.
Go back towards
Fala, Zod, e aí, irmão?
A brave move.
Sumiu o guerreiro.
Like we said. Zipex now and Glaive, who is the usual player. Device has gone back towards the A sites. But they're so good, these two. I'm not sure how he shut them down. Fall in the timing there. That's so
procurando aí uma felizarda pra casar comigo.
You can see Glaive has left.
Alguém tiver irmã, tira acima de 20 anos.
19 seconds, absolutely.
Oi?
Gamble on it. Zipex nearly had a chance to line them up. Gets one. Glaive still found one as well through the smoke. That's bomb, and Stewie's low. He didn't spray in to find him that time. If he had, it might have been the round in itself. Instead, Stewie sees the tracers and punishes him for it. It's a 3-on-3. And YBR with the sight with the bomb down. Astralis with very little to work with in terms of utility. They have a kit from a Csgo. A lot of work to do. And Device has found a Fallen just holding the angle with patience. Didn't buy the bite on the shoulder bait. So now it's going to be Majestic swinging back in.
Alfacinha, galera.
The AWP is, as we say, bomb super gone. The AWP is what they want, but Fallen well aware that that M4 hit the deck, and he's able to close it out.
Montar restaurante aqui em
There
casa,
it
galera.
is. Somehow they managed to make the round work there. It was looking disastrous with the bomb down in the smoke and spawn. The sound cues Glaive had available to him. I thought he was going to get the kill on Stewie 2K. He goes down to that Galil. The must-win round for MIBR comes in, and it's going to reset Astralis once again. They only saved one AK-47. That's in the hands of Dupree. A frustrating round there for the Danes. And we'll see if they take the full eco out. I assume they will. It's going to allow MIBR to get really close at this point to tying things up. This could be a double eco, or they might even force into it. We'll have a look at what's going with Zipex. He invests a lot, down to $700 here. So they've got CZs, 1 AK, and they're going to treat it like a gun round, man. You can see they've got the smokes here. There's enough firepower to win the round. So we'll see if Dupree can find a quick first pick. Not going to happen. Falls back as Fallen holds strong in the underpass there.
It's a big win to get the 11th, the reset of Astralis as well. Oh, Stewie, that's perfect. He can hear them running back. Knows that the flash is certainly going to give him the position. Not really much to worry about unless there's someone else. So checks the corners, the angles. Fallen jumps the op in, tries to go for a fast pick towards CT. That was a set shot. He would fire no matter what when he landed. Doesn't matter if you had a smoke or a flash or if someone was there or not. He was always going to shoot.
Zódia tá falando do meu frango aí,
gone. That's the only gun that could be the round
falando do meu frango.
Continue to wrap onto A. The only one
não é frango, é galinha.
Csgo device already squandered in his chances to try and take back Arch. Glaive, great shot though on Defer. I will give him that. AK down. Just keep that in mind in that position. So Tarek probably won't go far.
Amanhã é segunda.
They actually rotated towards B though. There was no chance for Astralis, but MIBR are opening the door of opportunity. These kills decided, really. It's Stewie to try and find both. Can't do it, though. Matt, this is falling apart. That is going to be bombed down with a smoke as well. Glaive can recover a rifle at this stage. You'll hear players on the other side. This is actually looking very promising. One round away from Matt Point. The flashbang is decent, but Glaive has to sit in the smoke. They know he's there. They're spraying away. That's a big kill. That opens up the B side here, and the rotations have to come through from Device and Magisk.
Smoke down late. They do get the other AK that was toward the Arch. Fallen taps. He's not convinced they're alone at this point in time. Checks out Emo positions. New box as well. Tarek does get, but just gets all on device.
Demorou. Se chegasse lá que eu faço um sorteio.
They don't have the call on this. They don't know if he's still towards CT. Fallen should be
Mas
looking
vamos.
in this direction.
Vamos correr atrás disso. Tem 22 pessoas.
He should have had the angle. 12 for him on here. They just barely pull that back, all things considered.
Yeah, Glaive there. He was the one that decided everything. If he gets another kill, round is over. They did such a good job to even get it in this spot. Zipex with the CZ, but Glaive had already found a kill at this point. That was his second. Gets the AK. If the smoke had been a little bit deeper, I think he actually wins it. But Tarek holding strong there. Finds Magisk, and it has to be a partial buy at this point. Astralis still can't find map points. Deagle CZ, no armor, no nades. This should be 14-13.
Segundo e terceiro lugar.
Cold. Close call. Magisk. Second peek for him, and he yields nothing. Pistols, I guess, was always going to go for a headshot.
Como que a gente ganha segundo e terceiro?
Keep the same angle covered off.
Primeira vez que eu ouvi falar isso.
This time, 14 HP, but 2 kills for him. It's Stewie. Well, now take over responsibilities at Banana to do the same. Try and find his second kill.
Ah, mesmo.
Zipix, the man he's looking for, jumps high, gets wide, but spotted.
Caralho, ele tá perdendo de novo.
Aí eu não, mentira, para de trollar.
Quite see him behind the fountain. It's clever
Ele
position.
tá perdendo de novo.
Works every now and then, but not when you're wise as these guys. 14-13, MIBR right back into this.
I can
O
smell
Ítalo tá longe, você tá
You
perto,
always say
você
that.
tá...
Well,
Astralis vai
allow me to explain.
Vamos devagar,
money
que eu
situation,
não,
I
mano.
certainly agree. It's a possibility.
All it's going to take is one round for Astralis to get, then
Vocês já
reset.
viram a barriga dele?
And the money's not fantastic.
Cala a boca,
We'll
Gustavo.
see Device with the AWP, their final pause coming in. We'll see Zipex, the last player to purchase.
Vamos, galera. Vamos torcer pra MBR aí.
Feel they're really getting quite tense in here at this point.
Tá ligado? Fica inferno.
Balls on either side, Astralis dropping off.
Não,
They
MBR
only
vai
picked up a single round out of the last 7.
Inferno é agora.
And they had a 6-0 lead at the start of the half, or 5-0 I should
Ei,
say.
que isso?
But it's MIBR that have really turned it on.
Vocês querem pé de frango?
MIBR getting closer and closer. They've got a nice reservoir of cash as well. Fallen $8,000.
Acabou, o pé meu.
As we head into
Final do
round
frango.
number 28, going the full distance here. Flashbang over, aggressive stuff in the CTs. And we'll see them push through the smoke, waiting for the grenades to be thrown down. Stewie doesn't take as much damage this time. 4 players at the bottom of Banana.
Falou isso.
Vou colocar o Guri.
Não, tem só irmãs.
Zipix jumps up to spot one, they get
Até meu
closer.
sobrinho tá aqui mexendo o saco.
Go back
Gente
away.
boa, viu?
It's
Nunca vi.
not unwise the fact that
Horrível no
we
Crossfire,
need to give away
galera.
our pick early. This
foi
is desperate.
incrível.
Veio pro Csgo, não tava
Situation, give them
conseguindo
money, they
matar um
can touch
boneco.
back up, that might be alright. Can even see
Aí
it.
voltou
With
pro
this round,
CS.
going 16-14 in their
Ô, que
favor.
time você?
Que time.
Some residual cash still left over on the MIBR side as well, even if they aren't able to succeed in this round.
Tá, mano, tá sim. Pera aí, galera, vou colocar mais aqui.
Device.
Acabou.
He'll play it from CT and wait for them to get back in, but he is going to be smoked off. Flashed as well, that won't matter. He's got cold. First one successful, and Zipix trying to buy some space will slow them down. Device goes back for more, and Tarek's next in line. Zipix feels confidence based on that to spray in. Fur has to hold the corner and get away. Already you can see it. They've sent Stewie to the other side of the map thinking desperately, can we get something done?
Well, that's much more like it from Device. We'll see what they can do as they fall back towards A, but they've got one player position in Arch that's fallen. He has to find opening picks here, but they're running out of time. 25 seconds here. They have one smoke, one Molotov. Stewie's low. There is a player in Arch now. They'll use that one smoke to get to that position and try and split between Quad and the Arch side. I don't think this will work out. This is surely Astralis posting that point.
Dupree ready. Magisk holding. As the fans say, there's 10 seconds, and Dupree's got the crossfire set. Stewie finds one, Magisk on the other. That should be a round in itself, but Fallen does at least get one back for redemption. I thought maybe you get the bomb, but it was on 4 seconds when he hit the kill, so no chance. It's map point Astralis.
And this is why overtime is looking very likely, because you can see 2 players survive on the Astralis side. If they give this one up, it's a full reset, and they'll have no cash remaining. Device, he does such a great job here. The fact he challenges once again, just as they're ready for him. He catches them, the nades out.
Voltei.
So fantastic work.
Voltei.
As we enter round 29,
Mais quilo de alface, irmão. Quem ganhou?
For a chance to close up the first map right here, right now. Final, one more tactical timeout remaining from IBR. They're using one right now. Money is there for the orb once again. Stewie purchases that.
Alguém aceita janta aí, galera?
Needs to drop. There's going to be a compromise here.
A casa não tem, não? DJ, tira o mod do Vitor, tá abusado. Ô, Vitinho.
A UMP as well for Magus and Glaive, and that's why this looks like MIBR might be able to... Oh, double orb on the T side. Yanko's called this. I've seen it before from MIBR. I've questioned him about it, and he says, you know what, these guys, they want to use it, they're ready. They feel like they can shut something down here.
Apartments as well. Fallen, that's aggressive. Certainly can give him the angle if anyone wants to get aggressive against him, but he also can try and pick in. Stewie was obviously going to go this way. He's done it before. Stays away from the... Oh, that's exactly the shot. That's exactly it. If Dupree pushes, Fallen has that day long, and Stewie's up. The double up might just work. He stayed away from the tree to avoid the nades this time. No Molotov. Stewie gets a second, and now Device goes back out trying to make amends with the fact he's lost 2 teammates, but it's only a tag. Through the edge of the wall, Tarek's down to 20, and Stewie's still on 24, but they've got all 5 alive, and they've got the Arch to work with. That wants to go first. Keep in mind the bomb is still back toward T-stairs because they know there has to be a CT response at this point in time. No need to get caught out in banana and give that away. Zipix is even getting uncomfortable. He's got to search around. Good find on Fallen. They would not have expected him to leave this site. He's such a good anchor player.
Oh, manda comer pra nós aí, Yuri.
Drifting in the waters. As Cold finds Magisk, it does still big problems. Worse though. 4.
Restaurante japonês, Yuri.
Continues to be aggressive on this. They now know he's left B. And smartly, they want to go back to it, but he's not far away. He can get there. This is even better, too, because if they push that smoke, he's got flames on the inside of it that'll take damage. They've got a second one. They'll extinguish, but it gives him time to get to ruins. Look at the HP. Oh, he's got a second Zipix. How does he steal back the round? Brilliant as he finds 4. All of them being proactive, all of them with utility. And now Cold with 48 has to get the bomb down before Device arrives. And Device, UMP, 48 HP. The Cold is so accurate. His second planted.
Toma uma alface pra
Ice
você.
cold,
Você
absolutely.
merece uma.
It goes 15-14. It's the full reset. Astralis have absolutely
Merece
nothing
alface
remaining. What an epic performance from Zipix to even make it possible, but it wasn't enough. The double spray down, they commit through the smoke. That was a 4-on-2 situation. It comes down to the 1-on-1. Device throws all the way for the UMP as well. If he had the orb there, Matt, I dare say he wins it. He would have the advantage, but he had a UMP instead of the AWP.
It's impressive that Cole got that shot. That Device might have it just because of the 48 HP. I'm going to suggest that perhaps someone called he was lower than he was.
Sure.
For him to pick up that weapon at that range. But this is exactly where overtime, you're right, becomes a possibility. Because now look at it. 15-14, no money for Astralis.
Yeah, it's almost a likelihood at this point because you've got nothing on the CT side. 3 pistols, an SMG, and a shotgun.
Vou dar no meu sobrinho, velho.
And this is the last chance for Astralis to close it out in regulation. It's not looking good, and again, aggressive, of course. They're going to lose a player here. Surely, Zipex taken down. One more bullet there would have dropped him. He's at 28 HP. Smokes and presumably flashbangs coming in next. It's the device for the CZ. Oh my god! It's the pistol! And Mages helped him out! They might have done it! 3 kills at the start to 4 on 2. Mages surely goes down there, but he's holding so strong. That is absolutely epic! They close out the match 16-14 with nothing but pistols and shotguns. My god! It all comes from the very final moments there for MIBR.
16-14 on the back of an incredible hold top side of mid. Gets the second gun out as well. The 2 CZs, look, even MIBR knows it. What can you do about that? Got absolutely obliterated by positioning, by great shots.
Não, mano, ainda falta 2 partidas.
Overpass next. This could be a very, very tough series now for the Brazilian core. Even Yanko. Look, that was the right call. The double up worked previously. It was brilliant, but this time they just get shut down. Oh, what a game to start it off. It had everything. Fallen was on fire, by the way. 28
at some points. It is in that new box position. Oh, God. That was a really good game. Now, if that's a sign of things to come, I'm so excited for the next map, Overpass here. It couldn't have been closer. And my God, back to you. I think we're going to take a break here. So will the players, and we'll throw it over to the lovely Alex on the desk.
Para de xingar os meninos, Vitinho.
Thank you very much, Henry and Sadakis. They'll be back for Overpass. First, to break it down, it's over to none other than Jason Moses O'Toole and Jacob Pim Vinicky. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, Vinicky again, and I feel bad, but I don't want to derail from what was truly a spectacle. I mean, a full 30 rounds. I thought it might be Jason, we talk about it time and time again. When there should be nothing left, there's always something.
Yeah, they just have this uncanny ability to just steal 1 round away that they have no business winning. In the first half, it's that round that Dupree has with the MVP and the B-bomb site, and a 2-on-4 here at the end of this one. It's you have nothing to work with, and you catch MIBR. I mean, you can always question that call, I guess, from MIBR coming through a smoke when you know it's going to be low econ that early into the round and not being patient and not using your utility properly. Either way, it was a phenomenal game. It's not to be too critical. You've fallen with 28 kills. You had Stewie and Tarek who had good games as well, which is one of the win conditions we had as the North Americans playing well amongst the Brazilians.
It really is. It's so exciting to watch. Fallen, Stewie, coldzera, they were all having their moments. Tarek and Fer, of course, as well. But it was none other than the consistency of Astralis. Look at them. They've got, what, 3, 4 frags separating top from bottom, 5, if I'm being precise. And, I mean, Jacob, this was much closer than perhaps some would have anticipated.
Yeah, yet again a 16-14 brawl on Inferno. I think we're lucky to have such great games between these 2 teams because it felt like in the beginning that Astralis had that under control. I think I sat with the expectation and the feeling that when they got to 7 T rounds, that would be it, you know, because Astralis CT is so good and so strong and so fundamentally right in every aspect of the game. But somehow MIBR found an opening into the game. Fallen in particular with that AVP, he was roaming around, he was feeling confident, and he needs to step it up 1 more time on Overpass if they want any chance to win that map. So it's good to see him, you know, being that big win condition right now for the MIBR guys, but it's a little bit worrying that they you know, end up losing 16-14. This one hurts as a player. I tried it before. When you keep losing the same amount of rounds and the same time to the same team over and over again, at some point you're just going to feel, you know, what more can you do?
I mean, Stewie has brought it up in every interview, every post-match, every opportunity he has to, and when talking about Astralis, saying, yeah, well, the last 3 times we played, it was 16-14. Then they beat them in a best-of-3. He felt like, you know, the monkey was off his back, and then he comes and opens the grand final with another 16-14. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's going to be bothering him. The head-to-head will reveal a little more as well. We'll be checking in with it periodically throughout this grand final. It was Device and coldzera, and both kind of providing exactly what their team needed, wouldn't you say, Jason?
Yeah, well, especially delivering in key moments. You had coldzera winning that clutch right at the end, you know, on Device, able to even attempt to kind of finish off that comeback and force overtime. And then Device just being solid with the AWP, as we know he does. The T side a little bit quiet, but once you get him on the CT side with the off, it's so hard to predict where he's going to be. It's just the fact you have to waste so much utility just in case he is at a corner is one of his deadliest assets as a player. And I think he's going to have to also have a better game on Overpass. Remember, this is a map that they've been losing lately. This is probably the biggest weakness that we've seen in this Astralis since this run began earlier in the year.
Well, hold your horses. We have to continue with Inferno for a moment. Jacob, you did select a demo. What are you going to help us enlighten us with today?
Yeah, it's going to showcase 2 different things. One of the things is definitely Fallen Fallen, you know, being incredibly good with AVP and being incredibly good at the game in general. He's getting 2 opening frags here in the beginning of the round, you know, making sure that the MIBR guys get it off to a good start. They're playing very, how do you say, like they play proactive, you know. He knows what he wants to do and they have a plan from the beginning. For some reason, as you can see right here, the MIBR guys is losing it. They have 3 guys stuck on the side right here, and they're all afraid of peeking. They're all afraid of playing at each other, and they just get sandwiched in by the Astralis guys right here. And that's one of those scenarios where I was sitting out behind the scene and thinking to myself, all right, guys, you're afraid of winning. You're afraid of taking that duel. You should be winning. You're afraid of making the play that you should be playing in a 4 versus 2 scenario here.
Monte de chocolate.
Falling, making it up here. I think we get to see all 4 kills now from his perspective as well. And the 2 last one is just, you know, classic Fallen. He's showing why he's one of the best AVP players, and he's showing why he's the absolute best when it comes to clutch scenarios in a close distance.
They did that a number of times on their defense, which is super worrying. I personally, I don't know how you feel. I hate
Alguém quer chocolate?
that have like 2 to 3 players inside of the bomb site. I hate this game.
Bombom.
But you know, when you have 2 players inside of the bomb site, you just get trapped so easily, and that always.
Eu compro desse aqui, galera, porque ele tem menos açúcar. Ele é amargo, mas ele é da hora. Ah, esses caras falando aí, irmão. Ah, pelo amor de Deus, velho. Vamos colocar a música aqui pra nós. O que vocês acham de enquanto fazer... Enquanto não começa, nós fazer sorteio? O que vocês acham? O que vocês acham? Ah, eu acho uma puta burrice minha, né, eu fazer.
This is when the bomb is planted. This is that last round of the first half. They should be able to win this after what Fallen is going to do. But you'll watch Fur and Stewie. They're the ones. This is. I don't want to say this is the right play, but it's not a bad play. They're talking right now about coming through the smoke as soon as the bomb gets planted. And somehow there's a miscommunication. In that split-second period, Fur comes through, Stewie does, and obviously the smoke shot from Dupree onto him is a little bit of luck, right? But if they come through that smoke, Dupree with an AWP has to stop them both from killing the planter. They have at least a try. That's the worst outcome, and Stewie just never comes through with Fur. So whether it's miscommunication, whether it's a different idea, that's what we talk about with MIBR when we say, yeah, largely their communication isn't going to be an issue, but it is those small details. And then you look at this being a 16-14 loss, and you realize if that miscommunication doesn't occur,
cara de tatu. Que Edu, ó a bala de amendoim pra você.
Crazy. Now we are going to be moving to talk about our next map. So close, as our analysts have so beautifully framed, as we head into our second.
O que vocês acham de nós contar piada?
And the guys at ECS, they're a little excited. They're closing in on 500,000 subscribers, 500,000. It feels good.
Onde é que I want to get this slaves. Como é que é o nome resto? Dizem drop. Não é já flu. É inglês? Isso é inglês? Do viajante? Quando ele voltar ele te conta. Salve Natsu! Seja bem-vindo! Que canta em inglês, irmão? Se não levar de... Prosa. Astralis ganhou. Astralis. Coloca o malte. Você quer minha sobremesa, ô TH? Tem bis também, galera. Fala, Rafael. Yeah. Cala a boca, não vem mexer o saco aqui não. Nem tá valendo o sorteio, tio. Matui. Que é Matui, mano? Você é o Crow, Rafael Henrique? Saudações, Gugu PTC pra você. Eu vou bloquear esse Thiago aí que entrou na live. Olha lá, ó. Saudações, Gugu PTC. Tá aqui, ó. Pilantra, sem vergonha, safado. O Crow tá aqui. Aí, Rafael Henrique. O cara tá no exército, viu? Tenente do exército. O cara comprou uma Lamborghini, irmão. Vê? Um mês de serviço, hein? Essa aí foi boa, hein, MHC? Seu padre, é justo ganhar o dinheiro com as graças dos outros? Claro que não, meu filho. Então devolve logo o dinheiro do meu casamento. Essa é a melhor, tio. Essa foi boa, irmão. Hã? Reembolso. Como a Austrália ganhou, hashtag faca do Edu. Larga o Vitor aí, galera. Deixa o Vitinho aí. Hashtag faca do Edu. Que horas vai começar o jogo, mano? Tá aí, que esse careca aí. Vocês falam que eu sou careca? Olha lá. Aí, ó. Olha o tantão de gente que quer essa faca aí, Edu. Hashtag faca do Edu. Tá por aí, hein? Oh, caraca, aí sim, hein, galera. Ó, o Edu tem canal. Se vocês quiserem ir lá, inscrever no canal dele, gostar do conteúdo, fica à vontade. Ele falou assim: primeiro que for lá, vai sortear essa bala de amendoim. Amendoim. Edu tomou strike, galera. O Edu, pra quem não sabe, tinha um canal com 1000 inscritos, viu, galera? I want to lose these chance. Canta, hein? Vai, ué. Vou sortear um adesivo, galera. O que vocês acham? É hashtag faca do Edu. Hashtag sorteio, irmão. De graça tá injeção na testa. Aí sim, Wesley. Vou sortear um adesivo. O adesivo é baratinho, galera. Mas só pra não ficar nada até essa bosta desse jogo vir. Vitinho, para de flodar, Vitinho. TJ, começou. Não. Um adesivinho, galera. Deixa eu ver se tem algum aqui das... Galera, cadê o like? Cadê o like? Cadê aquele like? Cadê aquele like?
I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Galera, tem que ser inscrito no canal, tá? Não pode estar com perfil privado, tá, galera? Senão eu não passo o adesivo, beleza? MHC MHC Gamer. Um rapaz chegou no velório e a primeira coisa que perguntou foi: qual é a senha do Wi-Fi? Um parente incomodado disse: respeito falecido. E ele perguntou: é tudo junto? Mano do céu. Hashtag sorteio, galera. Foi Wagner Araújo. Aí, Vaguinho. Bora, Vaguinho. Manda seu trade URL aí, irmãozinho. Manda seu trade pro TJ. Que isso, TDR? Você ganhou um pai virtual, irmão. Beleza, Wagner. Aí você me lembra. Olha o Marquinhos com ciúme aí, TDR. Relaxa, até com ciúme. Cadê o THZ? Cadê o Recentes? Mais um. Salve, Fernandinha! E aí, Fernandinha? A professora de química pergunta ao Joãozinho: O que são gases nobres? Joãozinho responde, são os peidos dos reis. Mais um chocolate! Mano, vocês são fera nas piadas. Se não der certo, eu pego terça. Beleza, mano. Wagner Araújo não está disponível. Terça-feira, então. Beleza, Wagner? Tá jogando ainda. O primeiro mapa foi para Astralis. Beleza, tamo junto, irmãozinho. Ô Fernanda, cuida do Vitinho aí. O Vitinho tá mal educado hoje. Aí ó, já tá querendo ir embora de novo. O menino pergunta ao pai: pai, eu fui adotado? O pai responde: foi, mas te devolveram pra gente. Mano, para com isso. Eu tenho não, se quiser eu te adiciono. Aí o Zódia partindo pra cima. Ei Zódia, se você ficar sabendo de quem ela é namorada, viu? Ela é namorada do Esquilo. E ele tava agora aí na live aí, ó. Aquele bandido. Ah, tão bebendo arga. Ixi. Overpress. Overpress. Vocês querem que eu fique traduzindo ou não? Ei, mas o Vitinho também tá os... Quem é o... Mine Wars. O Vitinho também tá difícil, hein, só. Vou traduzir sim, só porque você falou. Fora, hein. Bora. Bora pro jogo, vamos assistir. O leite diz para o vinho: eu sou tão doce e você é azedo. O vinho respondeu: ah é? Mas minha mãe é uma uva e a sua é uma vaca. MBR. Overpass, mapa do MBR. Live da live. É, mano, eles não... Eu tô quase tomando strike, ô Crow. Eles não liberaram o link, não. Pistol round at this level of play. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the positions as well. It's all working off each other. They're all there together. Nothing to report in terms of errors. That was absolutely stunning from Astralis. It's going to be a 1-0. And actually no force buy for once from MIB on the second round. They're taking the full eco. Stewie gets the Zeus. That's about all the investment they've made. They'll be buying up next round with the rifles. And in terms of the setup right now for Astralis, they have 2 of those. A Galil and AK and 3 SMGs. Beleza. Go to town right now as Fallen goes down. Typic's still waiting out toward Monster and Short. See if anyone will go. This time not going, as you mentioned, toward that force buy, so we will be right. Depois eu te desbano lá, ô. Cheeky little boost by the truck. Beleza, Mine? Olha, Vitinho, você caçou, né, mano? Você sabe que você tem moral comigo, mas tem que dar respeito também, mano. Moderador, a primeira coisa que tem que fazer é dar respeito.
Head his direction if you wanted to make contact, but Device wants to do so first over toward A. Spotting the boost, will now.
Mano, olha isso.
Chance that Cold was going to find that shot from that range. Fair play. Our favorite noise in the game. Stewie takes down Zipix with a Zeus.
Excellent. Do you like to see that? It's not going to find him an A game, unfortunately. The UMP, sure. It's useful.
Nertozinho. Voltei. Onde você tá, Edu? Caralho, bombom tá mais duro que pedra. Tá na geladeira.
$600 in the bag. He probably won't survive this. As Device, he'll claim 4 kills with the Mac 10. He's just farmed a massive amount of money there.
$5,700. I imagine he'll transfer that straight to SMG, and yeah, exactly, go straight onto the AWP.
Oh, we don't see many Zeus kills these days. Sometimes see some hits, but it doesn't actually always guarantee a frag.
Should have brought one out in the show match.
Pega o chocolate, por favor.
Got James Bard off with one.
Yeah. Well, there we go. It is going to be the AWP, and remember, MIB are hamstrung here because they don't have any kits. Foe, no utility. Cold Zero, 1 flash. It really is an ideal firm upper hand here, as you can see them having to be more proactive at the start of the
Virou o pixel ali, né, galera, do Device, né?
So they need map control at the start. Tarek bravely opening that door. Luckily, no one there.
Vão aprendendo. MD3.
Yes, they get a bit of intel, but that cost them what? 80% of their utility they had, they didn't get a frag, didn't really find much at all. It's a very patient approach from Astralis here.
Cold will sit back and bait Stewie potentially in. Stewie's got the angle toward Monster. Quick couple checks to make sure.
Oxi! Os guidos bateu na minha testa, galera. Tudo cheater esses caras, eu também concordo, Adriano. Tudo cheatado esses vagabundos. Aí quando é pega aí, ó. Aí ficam se lamentando.
Device not playing aggressive on that op either. If they're going to go toward B, it'd be fantastic if the post play gets toward that ramp. Not a lot of utility left. 2 flashes as the third was deployed, so he'll have lots of freedom with that AWP. It's accurate to make it the most difficult. Tarek, position M4. Not able to do much with it. No boost yet. Cold again was waiting to see if they'd come through for the sandbags, but it was Monster instead, so he's rendered useless or at least irrelevant for the most part. Smoke as well. Oh, he did just barely get spotted.
O cara desceu água e os caras nem viu, velho. Porra, Fallen. Tô te admirando bastante, mano. Ah, mano. Boa, só na cara, só na cara. Vai. Ah, mano, para. Para, Code, você não era desse jeito não, mano, quando eu te ensinei, velho. Você era mais corajoso. Porra. Oh. Não, e é o mapa deles, né? Na escolha deles. Pega essa barba desse cara, mas quer dar tanto murro na cara dele. Aí esse cara aí, esse segurança. Ele não parece aquele robozinho lá do pica-pau que fica pegando a peninha dele. Mas eu mitei. Certeza, tio. É, o cara não sai de perto do Fallen não, tio. Fica lá só assim, ó. Não, cara, vai dar uma voltinha. Vai lá no coach, que tá lá na ponta pra lá. Não. Mano, o Depre tá arrebentando com o time, velho. É, parece o César menor de Fabiano. Parece mesmo. A porra de Depre, mano. É, Dupre. Information gathering as well for Cold. Now they have surprisingly opened up the A site. So they're gonna have to play a retake. Não é nada, tio. Nunca precisou. Falem. Não é, mano, é porque o Fer não tá se encontrando no time, cara. Porque o Fer é aquele cara que sai rushando tudo e dando bala, entendeu? Aí tem o Chuchuque que faz a mesma coisa. Tarek que faz a mesma coisa. Tchau. Realmente.
Still watching to see if they'll rotate directly in from behind. Remember, Dupree's only on 16. If they find him, if he doesn't even get a kill in this position, if he does, it could be easy to overwhelm and keep Zipix away from the defuse. It still might be 10 seconds cold taps. Zipix tagged and down he goes.
Boa! Até que enfim, japonesinho. Que porra, mano. Caraca, essas cuecas aí, irmão. Porra. Quase. É, tio. Ele tá jogando só com o olho. Porra. Que pronúncia. Eu nem vi do que eu falei, ô Pedro. Mano, esse cara rusha smoke, rusha tudo. Ele banga e sai e já era, tio.
Aggressive stance again toward the B site from MIBR. Fallen, look at how aggressive he's being with the AWP. He's got a quick peek toward Cat.
Não, eu acho que o KNG não entra não, mano. Porque já tem o Code, já tem o Fallen de Alp, mano. Eles não iam colocar mais um, cara. Não sei, né? Olha lá o cara voando, irmão. Mano, que bug é aquele, tio? Bug de bruxo? Porra, é aquela? Bota no centro, sou web? Como assim? Harry Potter, Harry Potter, tio. Faltou só a varinha lá. Se tivesse com a faca na mão, eu ia falar que era ele mesmo, Harry Potter.
Excuse me, it's MIBR's map choice. I've got that backwards, Hank. That's where you're supposed to save me.
Well, you said it with such conviction.
You know, I say everything with conviction.
Anyway, it's going to be 15 seconds remaining, and Device will have the Molotov at least to gain some access to the site here. This isn't impossible for him. He gets a plan, it's actually not too bad.
Mano, eles entram com muita facilidade dentro dos bomb, cara. Nossa, o reflexo do Fallen, irmão. O reflexo dele é quase igual ao meu, tio. Já viram galinha comendo, tio? O reflexo do Fallen é quase igual. Já viu? Aí a minhoca aparece ali. Mais louco. Quase. A comparação foi a melhor, tio. Com a galinha. É cobra, né? Reflexo da cobra, assim. Ai, ai. Galera, pra quem tá aí, vou começar aí, ó. Tem o link da minha Twitch aí. Vou começar a fazer live na Twitch, viu, galera? No YouTube não tá dando mais não, mano. O YouTube não tá notificando as lives nem os vídeos.
He's got the kill on Magist. He knows Device is in the corner. Ooh, smoke. Okay. That was gonna be a native. He pulled it out.
Não, é esses mo... Eita. Olha isso. Pois é, o DBS. Eu acho... No meio e embaixo? Por quê? Mas vai ver meu nariz. Meus cabelinhos do nariz.
make sure everyone's positive and shutting down. Remember, Fur is known, Matt, to push his middle position all the time. He loves it, especially that incendiary as well to gain him a bit of access. We'll see if he wants to go any further this time.
Amanhã já é segunda de novo, né, mano? Vai ver do nariz, porque não. Ah, tá. Você tá falando. Mano. E eu tô achando que é. Aqui tá bom? Olha aí, vê como é que ficou. Eu tô achando que é o webcam mesmo. Ô, Adriano, aí sim, mano. Falou, TJ, boa noite. Valeu, TDE.
Aê!
Você veio torcer pra quem aqui agora?
Eu cheguei no AES que foi empatado, né? Ó.
Viu? Comprei uma caixa. Nossa, que bang, irmão! Porra, tio. Não pode errar. Isso, boa. Boa! Dedo bomb. Não, 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 não. Linda, moleque. É só calma, calma, calma. Tranquilidade, code, daquele jeito que eu te ensinei. Relaxa. Calma.
Retardado.
Eu falei que era pra esperar, irmão.
40 de alto, né?
Nossa. Acho que ele tirou a AWP. Tirou a M4 do bolso.
Oh. Peguei nesse
Seu cu.
Ah, pô.
Perdão, galera. Foi mal. Me perdoe aí se alguém tá assistindo na sala ou no quarto com o pai e a mãe, mas é porque o sobrinho me irritou.
Você tá com esse mouse, eu levo embora.
Claro que não. Você é doido? Portrait. Então, mano, acho que eles usam igual o Crossfire, né? Eles usam 16 bits. Coloca do lado direito, em cima. Ah, boa. Vamos lá, lado direito. E ela sumiu agora. Lado direito. Em riba. Não, vou pôr aqui, ó. Não! E agora?
Do hold station, smoke deep behind them. They could peek back out. Device sneaking and could get one, but Cold spots him first. He might still because Cold dinked if he hadn't been able to get around.
Aí, agora ficou bom. Agora taca neles. Cala a boca, Ítalo. Engole essa aí, Ítalo. Essa foi pra você, na sua... Sim. Ó, ó o cara passando estratégia por Fallen. É, Fallen, faz isso aqui, entra de cá, joga de cá, pula pra cá, a hora que você pular, você dá uma piruleta pra trás. Olha lá. Ó, você coça a barba, aí você vira o Super Saiyajin e joga... Round 9, money finally back in Astralis' favor. They're going to have the AWP and 4 AKs. And MIBR have looked incredibly sharp here on Overpass once the gun rounds have begun. Are they going to change things up? The timeout suggests they might be able to move things up and maybe go for a couple of players in connector. We haven't really seen that yet on the CT side. Faca da sua cara. Cara, tem que prender aquela molotov ali, tio. To make his way through the first time he's gone for this pick. I'm going to commit to the position Magus holds. Just going to be waiting for anyone coming around that connector door. Nós. Valeu pela dica, TJ. Meu cachorro falou que você não dar mod pro Yuri, ele vai te morder. Vê, Evaldo. Oh, mano. Nossa. Fala e tá cheatado, irmão. Fala e tá cheatado, tio. Como é que ele sabia que o cara ia voltar ali, irmão? Em conta? Olha aí. O Fer fica assim, ó. Os caras vêm tocar na minha mão, essa desgrama não faz porra nenhuma. Claro que eu não sei, né, Arthur? E o Arthur mandou sim no WhatsApp. Galera, estamos em live no meu canal. Eu fui lá e falei, salve, Arthur! Ele não falou nada pra mim, mano. E aí, Matheus? Matheus Henrique. Bom, TJ. Eu sou o veterano daqui, né, TJ? Provavelmente, viu, Madeira? Even though he throws that, doesn't want to contest toward the short pipe. If he did do that, perhaps then they can argue the map control is in their favor, even with that smoke down toward Monster. But instead, the Molotov amounts to very little as a result. Mano, o Code joga com o teclado assim, mano, em horizontal. Que é vertical assim, né? Ah, não sei, reto assim, mano. Como ele consegue, tio? They combine for 11, 6 and 5, 6 being for Fur. Flashes out. Look how much utility they've used already. Just the flashes. They've got the smokes, obviously, for the execution, but just the flashes to clear positions, just to get in a position where in which the site becomes possible. Sério que é melhor? Typically is on overpass. Não, mano, o mapa decisivo vai ser trem, hein? Fallen in position. Does he want to challenge this in the open or fall right back to the site? He's not going to have the choice at this point. Glaive will take him down. Olha esse Glaive, mano, como ele entra. O firme. Horizontal e vertical, né? Só que o teclado não fica assim, irmão, ó. Ele fica assim, ó. Kits on all three, which makes this entirely possible. Money pretty strong as well, so no reason not to go for this. Smoke on the bomb already, but they've got to clear out the front of the bathrooms. They'll put a deep smoke to cover the doorway, forces them to one side, which means Stewie can come off. Nossa, tem uma bangona na cara, mano. Que aquilo que o Tarek fez, mano? It looked like he just turned his DPI up on his mouse there, DPI up, and started spinning around as fast as he could. If he did that. Quem viu aquilo, mano? The full defuse in a 3-on-1. Mano. That's just gonna continue to pump them up as much better as they find another round. Eita. That's Dupree opening things up. It's Tarek this time core pushing. Mi BR. Para Eduardo Lima. Need to start converting them. Stewie on catwalk has the flames down. Couldn't spot the head from Zipix. That was totally in the open if not for the flames. He's gonna rotate back around on it. Gets to barrels late and he's actually got the. Galera, alguém da live aí é programador? All the way into B and then back because they don't want to get caught off by rotations when they've got a man advantage. Might as well slow it down with a minute to go, but that means going towards fall. Mais Fallen. Oh my goodness, he almost found 3.
Magisk gets one back, only one. And the rotation has already gone back the other way. They're not going to be expecting Cold, surely, because they're running with the bomb, but he also not expecting Magisk to be in the and jumping up on the truck, resets his aim. Magisk was certainly ready for battle.
Enquanto o Steel 2K, os caras tudo trocando bala, enquanto o Steel 2K tá rodando a bolsinha. E foi. Eu programo máquina de café. O cara falando aqui. Agora mesmo. Barriga cheia eu aproveito. É cagar agora mesmo. Oxe, eu não vou de bicicleta não. Ô Edu, cara de tatu. Cadê o esquilo pra comentar aqui na live? Seu bosta.
Either way, 7-4 Astralis need to try and avoid this reset, but you can see the money, how many close rounds we've had.
Mano, vontade de cagar. Eu programo o celular às 7 horas pra despertar. Quem é Diego? Diogo, né? Diogo é o cara que faz vídeos de Minecraft. Por quê?
Great play, Magisk, though, holding out and wrapping in, knowing exactly where they were going to be burrowed. Fallen gives a crack at it. Sees at 75 at hand because they were so far too close for comfort on the AWP. But look at Cold going back in through the smoke, drops the bomb. He had gotten a second one on top of that.
Só amigo dele, mano.
Extremely impressive. Magisk is hunting for an ace. As Stewie gets back up onto the stairs, it's Magisk that's not going to be selfish at this point. He'll put the bomb down instead. Incendiary's a little late. That'll force him to the right side. Stewie knows that, finds the gap. Tons of damage.
Sim, Adriano.
Left. As Magisk gets away on long. Forget hunting at this point. Can't afford to let it go down to just device in the AWP.
And this is so sick from Magisk as well, because now Stewie saw him run towards long, but he's not going to stay there. He's actually running all the way around to the bathroom, so Stewie has to be aware of his position. You see him watching it like a hawk. There's no one there. That pretty much makes it impossible, but he has got that smoke again. We know that's been problematic. He'll drop it first and still looking towards long. That's why it's such a godlike play, but now he can still win this full defuse, surely. Not going for it?
I would have thought he did. He's got the kit. He could have been on that. He's still got a little bit of time, though. No, he doesn't. He's got to get away. He could have held that. Device was still on the AWP at the time. You're right. That angle's a gamble. That.
He takes them all down, but the money's not that weak. He's looking to recover the orb. I don't think he'll find it. I feel like the full defuse of the there. That was everything. It's already worked in a 3 versus 1. You heard
bizarro, você tá louco?
I felt like he could have done more of that still. He did do a great job.
Essa semana provavelmente tem vídeo de Minecraft aí.
Now the money's running incredibly low for MIBR. There's 1 and 4 here. Not really a force buy. Oh my goodness. All right. Looked like he was going to keep going there.
Sim, Júlio. Tô ligado.
But both of these teams have been struggling against pistols today. Let's see if Astralis can get a clean round.
Clave's going to be the aggressor. Smoke already down again. This time we will have Stewie in the bathrooms playing more traditional to Tarek's position, or to first position, but he's in the stairwell, P250. And they've already gone by him. He might be able to, exactly that, sneak out behind them, and they would have no idea. Finds a kill, can't get a gun from it, but still is comfortably positioned.
Acho que você colocou o nome errado.
I say comfortable, that's not really the word for it when an AK gets fired into your backside. Dupree not only finds Fur, but gets Tarek as well. Stewie's hot on the case for the response, but Glave's already so far into the site that that single kill won't quite matter from Stewie, as Fallen is left alone, bomb planted. Astralis with 3 now in a row, as they'll go 7-6.
Beleza, Vitor.
Absolutely true. Nospon's third stage after this one. $2,400 coming through. Fallen just with the USP. Not really much to do here. Just looking to find an exit kill if he can. It's in quite a sneaky position, so you never know. But there it is, Astralis dropping a couple of kills, but they're going to get $3,500 after winning this round per player. So they're relatively helping in that respect as we come into the...
Porra, MBR. Não, nós gosta de sofrer, galera. Relaxa.
They could buy the orb, which they do. They're going to hand that to device. And I don't think that's an option on the CT side. They'll be down to just the M4s here. Even any kits available, just the one. Fallen has to sacrifice his utility. Just gets one flashbang and the diffuse kit just to make sure they have one.
Yeah, one's certainly necessary at this point in time. Fallen on the M4 as well, not going to be playing quite as aggressively. Should be in a position where it can be recovered. That's the other aspect of it, right? The kit goes down away from the palm and not in a time in which it's required.
Quem relaxa é pai de família.
Need to keep the contention to be close at all times. Cold, good win. M4 versus AK spray, and he still comes out on top. Goes down to 19 as a result of it. Stewie's had to smoke himself off behind the barrel, so that certainly suggests he's there. Device, not be worried about that just yet. Wants to see if anyone's on the pin.
Oh, Matheus.
Oh, he certainly will. Device not quite fast enough. Nearly blocked by Glaive as well. That would have been hugely detrimental if he went down as a result of it. He knows Stewie doesn't have a further smoke, so that's quite smart from Glaive. Wait for the smoke to dissolve.
Ô, mano, os caras chegam, os caras não enxergam. Pelo amor de Deus.
Can take over the helm on top of the pillar, and Device is already low. If he misses the shot, he's gone. Bomb's already there. Shoulder shows, but it's fallen to find Magisk, and now they know exactly where the op is.
Well, that should be round because Device just doesn't have anything to work with here. 20 HP, the AK-47, and he'll be dropped by Fallen.
Vai não. 9-6 nós vamos fazer. Vem, brasileira. Olha o gordinho. E esse que tem o queixo grudado com o pescoço.
Finally got him, but it was too late at that point. The rotations had come through, and we go into round number 15 here. You can see it's a mixed bag for Astralis. 2 AKs, 3 pistols, and a basic array of utility. It's up to MIBR now to give this round up, because they should be picking this round no problem. Glaive, once again.
Americanos é tudo igual. Mano, eles não saem do PC, não fazem... Sei lá, tio, não sei não, mano. Eles é tudo ricão.
To long for Device for this time now is ready.
Que isso, Marquinhos, tá louco?
Let's hope it pays off. Let's hope the wait's worth it. Device starting to check it. No flash yet. Normally you get a teammate at long to do so, but he's alone and Fur easily takes him down. That's another shadow position. Fallen. He's got the backside of Fur covered off, and Dupree can't get anywhere near close enough. So 2 kills and no damage even done in response. As 9-6 is the desired target for MIBR. Glaive still working out along with a pistol. Fur, he's well aware of the fact, and again another shadow position.
Ah, mano, olha pra vocês verem.
But Fur was uncertain of which way to look. And that's going to give them a gun. So now they have the 3 AKs to work with.
Really that much time to get this bomb planted. 30 seconds. They still have the 2 smokes. A lot of work to do here. You can see great positioning from Tarek. He's backed up by Fallen as well. Tarek doesn't have to do too much, just stay in the corner, and with the time remaining, he should be painted into perfection. Maybe isolate a little bit more.
The only thing Fallen has to worry about, and he has to transition to the truck, is long, because they don't have any eyes on it. And that
Opa, tirou na parede, hein?
Should be in perfect position. He's occupied. Couldn't get the shot out toward the bathrooms. He now knows there's one more toward the truck. Has Fallen spotted. He needs to plant or defend the planter, and he does a brilliant job.
Mano, não tem. Não tem como, velho. Olha esses rounds.
So back and forth. Oh my goodness, Magus has been playing absolutely unbelievable CS here. That was brilliantly done. It looked like the advantage was there from IBR.
O jogo não acabou aí, gente. Sou MBR até acabar, irmão. Sou brasileiro, não desisto nunca. Até a hora que falar assim, não, a partida acabou, encerrou e eles perderam. Aí sim.
Raise their morale after a rough half. Remember, they got the pistol in the 3-0. They lost to CZ and then they gave away 7 rounds in a row. But they take that last round, and MIBR really wanted to pick this up. We want to see that 3rd map. That's going to be Mirage, and I'm assure you that'll be an absolute banger if we get there. This is Astralis, so at 4 sets of armor.
Chega de xingar o TJ, né? Chega de me desrespeitar. Tá bom.
He'll do a little bit of damage towards Stewie. CT's now awaiting that 1 smoke available as Glaive. My goodness, he's to be very careful. At Cold Zero coming up short.
Play from Dupree at least to open it, but now Xyp9x has to be dead perfect in positioning. How about accuracy? Gets Fur at least.
Call him the robot for a reason as he goes to try and find another. Oh, Glaive got that one. It was still almost there for Xyp9x. That one certainly is as he finds Cold. How good is he at holding off the mound?
Yeah, it's so sick to watch sometimes. Xyp9x. His teammates covering his back. He knows he doesn't have to worry about short or the water.
Não, eu ainda tenho cabelo, mano.
Headshots using the ramp in a perfect manner. This is the position I'm talking about. Look at that. He repositions, makes sure he can't be traded out. Waits for the next opportunity when his teammates take the aggro away. It's beautiful counter-strike there. That's how it should be done. Xyp9x is one of the most well-rounded players we have in the game. As we'll see a full eco from MIBR. That's pretty much giving a round to Astralis, but they can buy up in the next round, of course.
Tô com sono.
So they'll get AKs in the next round. And in terms of rifles, only the one for Astralis. So it might be a difficult round next, especially with device and that scout. But we'll see how it goes.
É pelo do sovaco que nasceu. Olha isso.
He did actually get that shot at long, but you're right. Now he's digged up, and with them so close already, he doesn't have a lot of movement to work with. dupree's got to be careful over to the pistol. Does hold on. He's an experienced man. Take a little more than that to take him down. He also gets.
Mas não consegue ganhar um pistol, velho.
It's the lead back to Astralis, but 2 rounds over.
Antigamente eles usavam de pista, era 10 kills pro Feira e 25 pro Fallen e 12 pro...
Cold seems like he's content with that. He's at 14 and 13. If he was having a slower game, I might suggest he take it to his heart and go for an immediate op.
One thing I will say, it's kind of weird to suggest the fact that Astralis lost one player.
Tem de falar pra eles treinar com nós no servidor de pistola, mano. Bora, Austrália. Cala a boca, crush.
This is a huge round from MIBR. They have the advantage. If they don't pick it up, this could be a horrible scene for them. We'll see what the general approach is. It looks like a very slow default to kick things off. You can see them just getting through playground now. They have got short and connector control established. As Clay falls back. He's one of the players with the SMGs. Coldzera locks himself in the connector.
Talvez, Arthur, não sabemos. Vamos ver, né, irmão? Querendo mudar pra Twitch, mano. Mano, vontade de cagar que eu tô, irmão. Eles não conseguem acertar um tiro, velho.
Extremely fast to turn 90 degrees. That actually benefits MIBR dramatically now. That removes one of the key players, Magisk, out of the equation. And now Glaive trying to pick up dupreeh here as he drops the incendiary just in front of him.
Não tá entregando nem as lives e nem os vídeos.
30 seconds remaining. Do they dare even check this? Do they have time?
And keep in mind, fair play to the MP9. I was gonna say the shorter barrel on that gun, you actually wouldn't see it if you walked by it. So he gets a free kill immediately up close. Almost got to the AK, taken down in response. It's a 3-on-3. With Glaive smoked, needs to be aware of the positioning of the sound cues and certainly of Cold giving an angle because all he had to do was hold that to make sure.
Acho que eu vou levar o telefone, mano. Vou levar o telefone pro banheiro. E escrever lá. Pra mim não perder o jogo, mano. Vou cagar na calça, é sério, tio. Meu Deus, acho que foi o frango com chocolate. Leva o webcam, tá louco? Aí nós já tô cagando. Ó, retardado. Vê se é retardado, Marquinhos. Rabanada aqui, rabanada. Boa, MBR. Acho que eu tenho que ir, hein? Acho que eu vou, hein, galera. Vou levar o telefone pra nós não... Pra gente não perder conexão. Calma aí, galera.
That particular weapon, it was pretty unreal on the B-bomb side. Let's see if we can replicate that form.
They'll try and get aggressive as well with device still out on that AK carried over. And MIBR is certainly in a position where they can take control of the second half with this round. dupreeh watching front side of the bathrooms. Could be the solo op at this point in time. The double op potential exists with him, certainly. and they've been using it more frequently as of late. No surprise to anyone to see Zipic still holding off toward that water position. Slow again from MIBR. Minute 12, they're only now just getting past the fountain. Dupree fires into it, flashed. He'll have to fade to the site. And there's a good amount of defensive utility in the fact that they've got 2 smokes, but one of them is with Magisk. Gets over toward B, so they're going to have to almost be perfect to shut them down with counter picks, and that puts pressure on the op.
Oh, this timing. If Device can get in position and shut down Fur, will be absolutely epic. With the flashback, destroys him. There's the timing for you. It will be Device going down. And now Dupree, remember, he's got the orb, but it's a glass cannon. He's so vulnerable. Any AK bullets touch him, his crosshair's going right up in the air, and he's got no information as to where they are. All he knows is Fur was long. Did he fall back? Did he continue to push? He's missed a shot, and that's going to be the cue for Fur to maybe push up even further here.
Yeah, look at the amount of flashes onto him. As soon as he missed that shot, that was his best chance to get free kill on Fallen. He's completely overwhelmed. What can he do? 6 flashes as soon as they knew the position on the op, and he's even switched off at exactly when another kill presented him. He just wants to get out. That's a lineup. And it's 10 now for MIBR. They take back the lead, trying to tie the series. Mirage is the 3rd map. Both teams fairly sufficient on it. I am now too. I'm an expert. I like to think.
Yeah, I saw that. Very impressive. So was this though. Tarek and Stewie finding the shots, and you can see Dupree not looking too comfortable there for reasons we pointed out. He's got no utility, no armor. The orb, it's definitely a weapon he can use, but he's not going to be well versed in every scenario like Device will be. As it goes 10-9, MIBR picking up the lead now. Pistols only on the Astralis side. So they've won both pistols on either half of this map, and still MIBR look to be the stronger team right now.
Play from Tarek, instantly making contact. Getting in dry with the AK, and he'll hold up to see what the response is. Response from him is to just shut them all down, looking for his 4th. Glaive does get the better of him. That's an AK inside of the site, but Fallen knows that it's over to the right of Monster, wants to hold it. Smart smoke as a result of that from Glaive. Massive gap in it, but still gets toward it. And can just barely get back. Fallen, not with an AWP, isn't quite that quick with an AK. So on to Fur, heading out toward long. Not surprised to see the rotation as well from Dupree to actually get toward window and take that back even below, get toward Glaive, because the AK there and a Deagle, if by chance MIBR run into the 2 of them together, they actually could get something done, but unfortunately, this topography says otherwise as they walk into the A site. That's going to be wide open. More so, Glaive pushes out and loses the AK. It's 11-9. 11-9,
and Astralis with quite significant investment there. That headshot's not going to do too much, and then coldzera will surely trade out the kill, and he certainly will. 3 in a row now. Astralis really finding these gun rounds quite difficult. Couldn't find anything at all really in that first half. Getting shut down. A flurry of rounds from MIBR, and it might be the same again here. They've got to take another eco. This will be 12-9, but they are on the CT side. Plenty of time to recover still. So we'll see. CZ, PD50, nothing much else, and MIBR, after the disastrous final round in Inferno, need to address their issues against CZ and stuff. If you know you've broken their money, slow things right down, and, well, now you just blow their heads off at the start of the round as well. That certainly works.
Oh, that response to the left as well, 3rd, making it look clinical. He'll walk Tarek in from Monster because he's got the aggro all directed onto him. Pretty straightforward for Tarek's approach, but Cold has other ideas on the Deagle, at least can get 1 back. Zipic at home on the mounds, starts to leave the base and heads out on the chase. Pursuit of Cold, who's so low on HP, but Stewie's watching over his teammate wisely. 12-9.
coldzera, the form he's showing right now, Matthew, it's quite scary, isn't it? The fact he's looking so sharp. Sure, it's against pistols, but the aim is just clinical. 22 frags. He's been consistent throughout the 2 maps here. And if he keeps this going, God help Astralis, because this could all fall apart for him. Device with the AWP, money starting to balance out. It's Dupree top fragging for them right now. Device not as electrifying as you'd expect on overpass. As Device, well, looking for the first pick. It doesn't really seem to pay off these days anymore. It's obviously a very common position to play. As Dupree looking at his first frag, fumbling it slightly. The flashbang catches him, and Fur once again with the opening pick. That's a 5-on-4 and no response in sight.
Tarek goes back over to check toward Monster. It's still going to be a bit of a paddle out toward long. Molotov just to clear the rocks. There's not much position for MIBR, but they've got this advantage to work with. And Astralis are going to have to start to worry about this map. Zipix holds off angle. Tarek not really ready for that at all. No utility to help him take the site, but Stewie's got the immediate trade again. So even when Astralis look like they're going to get a kill back, MIBR has the answer. Does Device have one? Is he aware? Oh, this could be even more detrimental. Who's going to fall for it first? I think Fur will. If he thinks this is open, due to his teammate's position, he just walks in and gives Device the kill, but Stewie is still beyond them, and that's a problem because it now goes the other way. So it's one for each based on the fact that they both thought they were in the clear.
Exactly that, and Stewie hits one hell of a shot, but yes, that Shadow comes back to haunt them again, but they still have an open B site. Zipix rotates in, and that's left Device in another 2 versus 1 here. He has got a kit and an incendiary, but they're going to know exactly where he's coming from here. Flash over, and he doesn't really look like he stands much of a chance. He has to go for it, I'd say. With the AK in hand, Fallen, Cold Zera, a deadly duo. As Device makes his way through, he has got a smoke though, something to work with there. As he throws the incendiary towards Graffiti area, has to touch the bomb and try and bait one of them out. Time really is ticking away at this point. If he can pre-fire Cold Zera, it could be enough, but not going to happen. Cold Zera positions perfectly there, and it will be 13-9 as they edge closer and closer to taking us to Mirage. Really great approach there from MIBR, just making sure they got the opening pick. It was Dupree that went aggressively. He went down, and then Stewie, he started again in the 5th gear. Now look at this, the fact he hits that shot as well. Majors just didn't see that coming. A really interesting moment there. Like he said, Device lets the fire go past, but he got firm response. But I guess MIBR actually get a massive advantage out of it. Majors had no idea there could potentially be another T that close to the bomb site. Money down again, it has to go surely to an eco. They could buy it, like they've got 2 players and get rifles. I think a partial buy is in order as maximum loss bonus rings in once again here. Astralis though, the kings of the comeback. We really have seen them get themselves out of this situation way too many times, because even Dupree tweeted, I think it was yesterday, he said, satisfied with the result, but it seems like we have to keep coming back every single time. We're always on the chase, but most of the time they actually convert that chase into success.
Don't forget that we're almost near 500,000 subscribers on the Face It YouTube, which is pretty significant, and thanks everyone who's already hit that button. Free to do so on YouTube, so you should, and if you do, and if we hit that 500,000 mark, we're going to give away a ton of Face It points during this game. I forget how much Reese told me, but it's higher than I can count. Over 1 million.
Wow. That's enough for a Dragon Ball right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Neat.
Well then, slowing things right down. This is the partial buy. Astralis with Deagles and CZs. Sometimes though, when things look so desperate, these are the sort of rounds that find you some hope. MIBR, they're lost to the CZs in the last round of Inferno. This is a much better approach at not rushing things and going through choke points and smokes. They're going to be dissecting the map calmly, making sure they stick together in pairs. And an opening pick, that's Glaive going down. Lovely work from Fallen, don't have to pounce, don't have to panic. Just get closer and closer, make sure they go in together with the smokes. Treat it like a gun round.
Device back up to the stairs, P250 in hand. Tarek does enter in, wants clean, concise shots, the chance to do so. Good positioning from a Jisp, but only yields one.
O Arthur tá cagando no quarto da mãe dele?
It's lovely when it hits those
Como é que é isso aí, Arthur? Ô, Thiago Clash, tá ficando louco, irmão? Tu tá doido?
No armor and bomb down. Just be looking for exit at this point. So maximum loss bonus still. I dare say they do a double orb setup map. Now that might seem weird with Astralis.
E aí, Jonathan? Tô falando, filho. BBR não perde isso não, tio. Opa, mirou parede, hein? Boa, Fer, toca aí. É, ao vivo, pô. Só que eu tô traduzindo, né? Sai fora, Thiago Clash. Meu celular tá sem bateria e daí eu tô usando da minha mãe. Meu Deus, mano. Olha esse Arthur, cara. Catou o telefone da mãe dele. De colocar o telefone pra despertar. Aí amanhã não vai na aula e fala que foi a culpa é da mãe dele. Mano, vou falar então. Poxa. Pra mim. É a segunda partida, mano. Eles perdeu a primeira. Perdeu a primeira na Inferno. A segunda. Se perder, já era. Vai tomar banho aí, transmissão pirata. Né, John? Não, Matheus. Você que grava Minecraft? Não, Yuri. Não é não. É o Joe que grava. Eu nem sei jogar Minecraft, mano. Bem que eu queria aprender. Mas ele nunca me ensina. The Inferno device that we've already seen so far in this series as well. He sets it ready for Cold. Caraca.
Somehow to evade him as it would have been a fourth kill for the
Não, Cold, olha aí atrás da pilastrinha, Cold. Marca de ser retardado, Cold. Ô, Gucci. Eu não fiz nenhum, mano, mas eu quero fazer, mano. Só que eu tô meio sem tempo, tá ligado? Eu não sei nem o que é Gav. O que é Gav? Ô TJ, tô mais leve, imagina o Arthur. Astralis who are mapping to their belt, looking for the clean victory once again in the grand finals here. And get the 2-0 here on overpass, but Mirage is happening. Ganha isso aí, pô. Ganha isso aí. Vocês têm 5 rounds, mano, pra ganhar, velho. Calma, Code, calma. Muita calma nessa hora. Calma, Code. O Xperia tá na sua frente, relaxa. Deixa ele. Calma, o device tá mirando parede. Relaxa, já vai ser banido. Não, não dá cara não. Boa. Boa. Vamos? Vamos, Vlad. O piloto de avião é grande. Eita. Como o cara viu no smoke, velho? Eu não, mano. Fala, Mommy Play! Aê, Vitinho! Isso aí, Vitinho! Vamos torcer, pô! Stewie's looking for the long angle, but he'll certainly be aware that Dupree can emerge from there. He's already played there multiple times, and that's the right. Puta que pariu, velho. Olha aquela bang, mano. Nossa. Boa, Fear! Não! Because they're already on the plant. 2-on-2. Oh, the Flames! He's missed it! The Flames have fallen. Stewie was late. He couldn't get the shot back in time. And he'll go down after the round. It's Astralis with 11. Mano, o que foi aquilo?
We didn't even see it deployed. It's out of nowhere. It denies the planet absolutely everything there. Oh my goodness. It looked like it was done. Stewie had done such a fantastic job there with the AWP. He hits the close range. He protects his teammates. This was the moment. And then it looked like it was all done, but Magisk had already deployed the Flames at this point. And look, and it's all done. He had Zip-X to survive, and there we have it, 14-11. Tactical timeout for Astralis as the money still is tight. They recovered the AWP. And like I said, they'd have to win a couple of rounds in a row to deny another buy for MIBR. So this would do it, I think. They're just
Tem nada na janela, irmão.
That's a set throw that goes high and lands directly on the spot.
Yeah, we didn't spot it, but that's exactly what it had to be. That's the only way he could have thrown it, obviously.
Which is pretty sick, because that's one of those ones you have in your back pocket, but you're never sure when it's going to be required, and it actually wins them the round.
Tem de fundo. Que isso, Marquinhos? Tá ficando louco?
He's got problems. The nades are going to slow him down so much he can't get back to bathrooms. They think he was running. He tries to stay in the smoke. They've all gone by. They've all gone by, but he's got an AWP. They're looking back. Tarek is searching for him. They know he's not in the bathrooms.
Beleza, Gucci. Vamos sim, mano.
He'll go forward rather than back. It gets him one. That's way more than he was worth in that situation.
That's insane, isn't it? Luckily, Tarek had the awareness and get the trade out. Device at the M4 there, that could have been everything.
Tem nada aberto, mano.
Towards B, but there's plenty of time. They don't necessarily have to commit as they collect the bomb and T-spawn. Glaive holds a connector. B is technically.
Por que essa portinha do armário tá aberta?
Holding the A side, but there are fast transitions between the two bomb sites.
Mano, tem porra nenhuma aberta aqui. Vocês estão conversando fiado. Tomar no cu de vocês. Essa aqui nem fecha, irmão. Ah, Dex. Não tem nada lá, irmão. Não tem nada ali.
He follows it. It's all the Zipics. 1-on-3. Low HP. Give this man a chance. He's very, very good in these situations as he already finds cold. But Tarek on the map point for MIBR.
Esse Marquinhos. Nem tô peidando, fi. Nem peidei. Galera, quem não for inscrito no canal, se inscreve. A gente tá fazendo live aí todos os dias. Beleza? Nem que seja de 10 minutos, mas nós faz. Olha o Tarek. Depois a cadeira fica fedendo porque... Ah, falar em cadeira, eu quero comprar uma cadeira gamer pra mim, mano. Que sopro. Sopro.
Certain discrepancy displayed on the faces of players afterwards with their disgust or disapproval with that call, but it's looking like it's going much better this time for the Brazilians. I still have a habit of calling them that. I apologize to Stewie and Tarek. Honorary, perhaps, in their case. Indeed. Flash is going toward the site.
Por enquanto. Você soprou? Eu não. Mano, eu sou operador. Eu trabalho em um posto de abastecimento de trem de ferro, de locomotiva.
He's gotten behind them. That AK on the flank could be everything. Bombs planted safely to the truck, so there's no guarantee that they have to go back out toward the bathrooms. And Cold knows the situation and is staring in that direction. His elbow shows, but it's not enough to put him down. Device with a scout and a...
Mano, é só tirar a cara, velho. Ah, falem. Pelo amor de Deus, mano.
Got that comfortable defuse, no problem there whatsoever. They had to win it with pistols and a scout. They've done it. They come back.
Mano, o cara experiente, velho. O cara experiente, o cara... Ah, puta merda, mano. Ah, por que você não falou, John? Tá ventando aí? Não.
And it was enough to clutch the round, but still, he's the only one that survived. So MIBR, you'd assume they will buy into this. Even though their money's low, they've got 3K on 2 players.
Faz desconto, mano, mas a cadeira que eu quero é tipo, ela é uns R$700. Eu quero aquela da DX. Racer. Ah, aquele negócio lá. Aquela que tem aqueles budanguinhos e tal. A minha é gamer, mas é a minha antiga, tá ligado? Eu pus isso aqui, porque ela tá descascando. Aí esse negócio fica saindo nas costas da gente. 2, Lucas. 2. O primeiro foi da Astralis. Tá chovendo aqui também, John. Meu burger chegou. Dá um pedaço aí, irmão. Mano, sou amigo, mas virtualmente, porque eu não conheço ele não, tá ligado? De vista, porque ele é de São Paulo, eu sou de Minas.
He's tagged to 73. That's not enough for him to get a kill. Furs helped them out. Furs killed Stewie. Magiska's going to come out. It's basically 3 kills, and it's all down to Tarek. Disappointment. A team kill at the worst possible time, and Tarek has nothing to work with.
TJ da grito pra MBR ganhar, você é louco? Filho? Minha mãe vem cá e me arrebenta. Fala, Edu, cara de tatu.
Well, it's Tarek, you are absolutely correct. He will not be able to do anything here. If he gets a kill, at least that's some money removed. But it doesn't matter. Dupree will close it out.
Mano, eles vão virar a partida, mano.
It all comes down to round number 30, pretty much a similar situation MIBR found themselves in on Inferno. Oh my goodness. That was the round. And it all comes down to this. It has to be the full eco. Nothing Yanko can say, no timeout. He knows they have nothing to say about this one.
Beleza, Gucci.
It would be an absolute miracle. We'll just Glocks and no armor.
Não te arrebenta nada, 30 anos na cara.
Oh, what? See you later.
Yeah, spotted. Takes a friggin' head off the cold with nothing to fire at. Now he's got problems.
Não entendi não, Eduardo. O que você quis falar? Sim, Thiago.
Maybe a little bit overcommitted there, considering they just got a full reset, or at least have someone connected to back him up. That would have been a little bit more intelligent, I think. But overall, they still got the fact
Não
that
te arrebenta nada.
it's okay. Would have preferred them to be a little bit more careful, but as you can see, bomb found. And Stewie does not have the AK. He's just got the Glock and fires the shot. He won't be doing anything with this. Round 30. I can't.
Ah, mano, não acredito que MBR vai. Não, ninguém vai aguentar o Ítalo aqui depois, não. Aliás, eu bani ele. Não é que só sabe me xingar, mano? Eu 30, 34, 35. O que tem, minha mãe? Ah, você tá por fora, fi. Minha mãe é braba. Opa, obrigado por se inscrever no canal, mano. Valeu, Eduardo. Tamo junto. Vai, Vitinho, você que sabe, mano.
Sure, absolutely. And what a series so far. Again, this is the 60th round over 2 maps.
Galil out for Tarek. They've got the 4 AKs. They will be so gutted if they go to overtime here. This was theirs. It was in the palm of their hand. They lost it a 2 versus 1 to a Scout USP. Wielded by Device. So tense here. They might be up. So far, so good. Slow default. Pushing the CTs back. They're going to end up towards B. It looks like an execution. They might have pulled off Glaive as well. He's starting to rotate over towards the A side of the map. And you can see them setting up.
Pois é, mano.
Smokes. Oh, this position is so OP. I love it when this is dropped. They've only got 1 flash as well. They might not be able to flash him out of position. It camouflages Zipex when he sits in the bars. This could be a big spray down from one of the main players here.
It could be, but the problem is that smoke's already dissipated. He's going to have to be dead accurate on his first shot, and they've already gone over toward the sandbags. He still has an angle toward that, but Magisk behind barrels. He's got one. He's got a swing because Zipix now in the open. They didn't swing that.
Olha isso, véi.
Magisk shuts them down. Overtime looks very likely. This went from a massive lead to a huge comeback. Device confirms 15-15.
Absolutely unreal. This is why they're considered the best team in the world. Never giving up, never surrendering, making sure that every round counts. CZ and a Scout is what kept them alive. And a great
mano, se o Fala e decide aquele round lá, mano. Se ele não dá a cara, o jogo era dele, velho. Ah, não, mano. Tô falando que é culpa dele, mano. Mas pela experiência dele, ele devia ter pensado. Pô, se eu for dar a cara e morrer, o round tá ganho. Ah, mano.
As he gets better and better as he warms up to overpass, he'll have to be challenged here though. A faster approach from the Brazilian side.
Dupree waits off in the corner. Fur, he's going to get up close to the AK. Dupree's been playing there every single time, yet they haven't sprayed it, or you didn't throw a Molotov in that corner to get rid of him. He swings out early this time on the back of a flash. Great damage onto Fallen, but now he's got to find a way out. Climbs over the bench, just barely gets away. I say just barely. He didn't take any damage, but they certainly were hunting him down. Other ideas for Fur. Oh, good thing he stopped it up. I thought he was going to try and go contact toward bank stairs. Dupree is so close, and he saw that smoke be thrown. Didn't peek it. Could have anticipated in doing so. Wanted perhaps to think that there was more there and didn't want to get caught off by anyone protecting.
playing the support role in that situation. Fallen taking the damages in the worst situation.
Salve, Zach Lucas.
And he's trying to get the picks to support. Remember, on B, typically he plays post-plant AWP toward the ramps. But there is defensive utility. In fact, 2 incendiaries, which one of them can be deployed in that position, and certainly
não, velho.
if they can't even get the bomb down because Glaive catches out Tarek on approach. Xyp9x goes high, gets away with it. Cold down.
Mano, esse cara é muito cheatado, velho.
And he can't. He doesn't have the HP for it. It's all on defer, and that's the round. He's too far away.
Não.
Here we go, ladies and gents. It is going to be MR3 10K, so the CT side always feel a lot more comfortable. They can win that first round, especially keeping numbers up as well. Money is actually a bit of a factor. If you're going with double setups, especially. It's a strong
BBR tava com o jogo na mão, velho.
in a very long while. 16-15, it's first to 19 here in overtime. If it goes 18-18, we go to double overtime. We've seen that a few times this tournament. As we'll see now. Another timeout, 1 remaining as Yanko needs to get involved. Such a stressful game for them. You can see, look at the way the rounds went. They had that huge lead and all of a sudden it falls apart right at the last hurdle here. And that's been so reminiscent of their story in the last few months. Close, but can't quite get over the finish line. Keeps happening to them time and time again. You can see, looking pretty mentally exhausted right now.
That's stress if I've ever seen it. So that'll put a few years on you. He'll have gray hairs in no time.
Single off setup, and MIBR needs to post at least 1 round here on the T side. We will play 3 in total and swap over.
Nade. That doesn't go through the hedges.
No.
Neighbor's got a fence hidden in there as well. Your dog's not going to piss on his lawn. Fallen has the angle precise, but not going to be given the opportunity. No jumping. Xyp9x again is going to play this great.
No!
Not up on top of the straight position where in which the camouflage occurs, but he's on the secondary one. So similar effect, but not quite the same opportunity to shoot into a narrow corridor.
Yeah, the fancy gets away with it as well. He's done damage, he survives. Oh, okay, take it all back. Tarek is clean, he gets him.
Isso. Vantagem, mano. Falei, filha da puta. Me perdoa. Ele joga muito.
For Astralis, he'll sit in the corner now, not on the railings this time. Will they continue their approach towards the B side? Glaive seems happy to hold it, as now it's up to Device and Dupree to hold up at A. Nothing has to be rushed here. MIBR, you got a firm advantage in the round. Make sure you go in together.
Perdeu. Perdeu o final, hein? É MD3.
Still looking for someone to shoot. Goes wide and realizes so too at they managed to recover the position. Couldn't quite catch up.
Não, velho. Olha o jeito que... Boa.
He can still get toward this, and they've got the advantage back. 2 quick kills for Stu. He now has support from Cold, and Glaive is on rotation. Could be a tie game back at 16-16, if not for Glaive's incredible performances in clutches. I might call it done already, but he and Xyp9x are both arguably on point and on similar.
No.
Started off bypassing the truck as well, and Cold's backside shows.
Mano, o cara entrou dentro do bomb, mano. O cara que tava no carro.
Those opening kills on the A sites, it looked like when the bomb went down it was going to fall apart, but he holds his nerve. He said he looked stressed, but anything but in the round. That's absolutely epic from him. The Fatty can take Dupree down and then close it out as well. Glaive looked like he was onto something there, but great little setup there. And he goes 16-16 or 1-1, and we'll see the double orbs once again. We'll close things out for Astralis to find the 2-1 lead. More default approaches here. MIBR trying to stay calm. Don't want to throw it away with a rush or a bad call where they can end up going through smokes. He saw plenty of that. Glaive will be...
Boa, Cody.
Don't see these all too often.
Yeah, he hasn't had great success in that position. He's been trying it. Different weapons every single time. At this time he gets shut down. And it's 3 only left for Astralis in 1:27. But just because at least the goal to try and...
Não adianta você se desinscrever e escrever de novo não, Marquinhos. Não aparece. Não!
Ice finally gets one back for Astralis. That's beneficial. And Xyp9x back in the same position. Tarek gets his revenge.
Mano, olha isso, cara. Esse cara tá cheatado, velho. Não tem como.
That's pretty good from Fallen to still be in position and ready with the AWP device. Will push this. He's going to go straight through. He knows Fallen was way back towards spawn, so he thinks he can catch out Stewie, but Stewie's ready for that. MIBR with the lead after the first overtime. Or first half, I should say, of overtime. It's 17-6.
Acho que eu vou ter de comer um chocolate, galera, porque Foda, tio. Acho que eu vou tomar um remédio, mano. Deixa eu ver o remédio pra quê aqui.
2-1 lead there for MIBR. He didn't look likely after losing that first round in such a convincing fashion. And Zipex, I thought he'd done enough in that B bomb side. 2 kills. Checks T spawn, but Fallen was there, ready and waiting with the AWP to take him down. Final round. Well, sort things over.
Isso aqui não.
Now Astralis, if they get a win out
Acho que é esse aqui, ó. Sódio. Por 3 dias. Esse aqui, mano. Ontem eu não tomei. Vou tomar. Não tomei porque esse remédio tá me deixando tonto, galera. Esse aqui é pra dor, tá ligado? Você sabia que eu fiquei internado essa semana, galera? Sabia bosta, né? Você pegaria o Fallen, tá louco? Sim, mano. Internado. Mano, eu tava com cólica de rins, eu mijei 2 pedras, tio. 2 pedras. Opa, obrigado por se inscrever no canal, irmão. Galáctico Games, seja bem-vindo. Espero que goste do canal. Lives todos os dias. Vídeos quase todas as semanas. Não, toda semana tem. Fallen, não pode errar. Fallen. Posta, Fê. Fallen não te avisou, mano. Porra. Fala, Dex. Você é o Dex das antigas? Oh, tamo junto, irmão. Sim, Thiago, seria top, mano.
Glaive still comes out with 8 seconds. You're right, Stewie. If he wanted to, he could have kept going around it, but he gets babysat and Astralis get their 17.
Man.
Oh my goodness, these rounds are so tense. There's so many little storylines going on and ideas and plays every single player is making.
Vou voltar pra conta Dex. Demorou, Galáctico. Tamo junto, irmão. Valeu mesmo. Pega lá, filho. Isso daqui já tá fazendo quase desmaiar o Huft. Ô, Jonathan. Falou, boa noite. Fala, Dex. Vai lá, mano. Dorme com Deus. Aí, Dex. O Edu, lembra do Edu? Aí, lá. Puxa saco seu.
Could be on for something. Double up with Fallen is absolutely menacing, and they're going to go aggressive with Fur and Tarek downstairs as well. Smoke down, they're going to be forward of this. Magisk, whoa, gun barrel shows, that gives away a shot, and actually saves him. If that first shot never fired, I don't think he was aware that Tarek was there. It ends up going 1 for 1, which is still beneficial for Astralis.
This is such an expensive purchase as well.
Esse Dex aí não é o Dex das antigas não, Edu. Tá caro, tio. É porque a gente tinha um time e tinha um DX também, mano, que jogava com a gente. E ele achou que você era ele. É, o Edu tá com sono. Mas ele não vai dormir, não. Linda Fallen. Mais um Fallen. Não, fica virado lá, Fallen. Fica lá, fica lá. Não, Fallen. Porra, mano. Marca um lugar só.
They knew as soon as Fallen goes down, the fact he has that side's clear, you don't have to check anything. And a 3-on-3 of the opposite position, the other two are towards B. Advantage Astralis, the retake begins. They have got the kit, but no utility whatsoever. Dupree looking to close this one out. Is it enough? It's a good position, and Tarek gives his up. He's going to go down. It's going to take something monstrous from Stewie, but they get nothing out of it. It's championship point.
Esse cara tá pulando pra cima, vai quebrar o palco lá. Dó.
This will be one of the most heartbreaking defeats if MIBR give it up in this fashion. They had such a massive lead. It looked like it was just a matter of time before they closed it out. It went to overtime. We thought, okay, they can still bring this back. They get the 2-1 lead, and now they might lose 3-0.
Vai até quanto? É, mano, acho que é o primeiro que fizer 2. Dois de vantagem. Minha tia-avó, como assim, Marquinhos? Ela tem 78. Pô, Marquinhos, você não me ajuda nunca, né, velho? Porra. Caraca, achei que você ia falar assim, ela tem uns 25 e tá apaixonadinho com você. Porra. É foda, tio. Ela quer me... Ah, mano.
Oh my god.
M4 gone, by the way. That's a big kill to get early on.
Wow. This is
Nela.
intense. 4 more kills will do it. Astralis to take home yet another championship here in 2018. What an absolutely stunning year it's been. And now all that separates them is 2 SMGs and 2 CZs. Fallen's been spotted. He can't challenge that. He'll have to flash and fall back. 30 seconds remaining. Will Astralis do it right here, right now? Time will tell.
Fallen looking for any information. His movements suggest how anxious he is in this situation, and he needs to be able to help Cold.
Deu zebra.
He needs to be able to pull any bit of aggro his direction, so Cold, he may even swing
Tem uma bisavó. Caraca.
Fallen's actually gotten Glaive. Cold can be a little more comfortable now. He's got the ball in front. That's 1 for 1. It's Fallen still though limited. He can't go past the flames. He nearly gets Dupree. It's still alive. It's still in it. 5 seconds. Zipix has to get on this. If he's shut down now, the round's over. It's not done. MIBR is going to force out yet another overtime. 18-18.
Chupa essa manga.
And we're going double overtime. It was CZ, SMG.
Que MBR, rapaz.
And it will be MIBR to steal it away.
Rewind to train in the group stages. It was MIBR and Astralis. They played a double overtime game in that series as well. It's the second time this week these two have done so. Stewie with the kill that does it. It's all about timing.
My God, this finals had it all.
Has it all? Yeah, we're still going. This is on.
É, jogão, essa decisão mesmo, irmão. Brasil, tio. Quando é Brasil é sofrimento, irmão. Pode ser qualquer jogo. Até de ping-pong. Se for decisão, fi, é sofrimento. Né, Eduardo? É, tio, até peteca, tio. Peteca é sofrimento. Ó, esse expert aí, ó. Expert aí tá foda, tio. O cara tá tirando tudo quanto é lugar. Tá osso. Até os narradores, filho, não tem nem o que falar mais. Tanto que tá emocionante. Até de xadrez. É xadrez, a hora que você fala checkmate, Brasil fala assim, só cheque, por favor, porque o mate é eu. Se fala Zipex. É o Sperex. Ai, ai. Mano.
Interesting retake toward long from the CTs at this point in time. So Fur has to be baited in from Fallen. In doing so, they actually make it a very awkward post plant if the bomb goes that far.
This flashbang, though, is successful before Fur doesn't commit to it.
That may even suggest to Glaive, though, that someone might be there. Fallen takes the shot. Glaive
Counter Molotov back, close flash. Yeah, he knows first here. He tries
Boa, Fer. Porra. Boa, Fer, chifrudo. Não aguento comer mais. Mano, os caras entrou no bomb e plantaram, ninguém falaram nada. Ué, eu que não tô escutando, hein. Se fala igual eles. Ixi, foda-se. Boa, Code. É, esse depressão aí, ó. Ah, mano. Mano.
3 kills to his name. It's the first round of double overtime going in favor of Astralis. Absolutely epic scenes there. If they had any utility, man, they could have stood a chance. They needed a smoke, a Molotov, even a flashbang would have sufficed. It was a great effort there. coldzera swinging out of the bank after the flames are deployed, and Device holds his nerve. Of course he does. An absolute god of the game.
22 the number
Toma.
now. The first one to it, 21-21, and you know the story. Device, 2 flashes out to sword the park position. Wants to try and push anyone back, get control of
Tira não, Fallen. Tira a mira não, Fallen.
So far with the AWP, the rest clearing the underpass so they can rotate according to a pick. And Dupree, just as last round, wants to play up close. Fallen has hit this shot before in this game already.
Mano, eu fico muito tenso quando eu vejo esse jogo.
Directly in front of his opposition, so close he can smell them despite having the AWP. And he's got Cold going first. Slow reaction from Dupree. I wonder if he was checking the radar even at that point in time.
Way too slow by his standards. Something went on there. He might have checking the radar or communicating with a teammate. He was not ready for that. Well, maybe it was Fallen.
Olha aí o X-Prex de novo, mano.
You would think that Fallen would play at an angle that prohibits that, but just his feet showing, couldn't get a shot off in time. Xipix brings us level. Here we go. Fur late to the bathrooms. This is when he shines. Glaive going down will reveal that he's there, so they'll at least be aware of it. But he's got the pick. He's got a smoke off, and rather than retreating directly, he's going to try and wrap around and continue to be a problem for them. Tarek's there as well, so this could be huge. If they think they've got safety inside of the A site,
não tem ninguém no bomb, velho.
Bathrooms is going to be a massive issue.
The bomb will be planted. They still have a fighting chance.
This is a smart plant as a result of it, though. Yeah. That's directly due to knowing that Fur's still out there. They can play inside of the site. They don't have to worry about the bathrooms. They have to make those 2 players get aggressive and get back inside of the site. So Device watching down below with the AWP.
Olha o Fer. Olha o Fer.
Rotation, only one in that direction. Take it back. I see 2 now on the radar. There's both there. Oh, what a shot. Device so quick. Knows there's going to be another Stu. He's got it back, but that's information for them. And Magisk has the same angle as he walks up the stairs. Easy on the AK.
Ah, mano.
He was coming from there all along.
That's so sick. You broke that down perfectly, man.
É 3 que tem que fazer?
Prospect of players being towards long in the bathrooms. They have a nice safe path. Oh my goodness, Device pushing the back, funneling them through. That was the cue to strike. And Xipix, how calm is this guy? That's unreal that he controls the spray in that manner. This guy is just on another level.
Eu não tô aguentando mais, tio.
So sick. And they're looking for the 3-0 now. Look, the money's broken again. UMPs, MP9s, and M4, they managed to win with less in the previous overtime. But let's see if they can do it again.
Aggressive to long. Fur still trying this. He's had some incredible performances in this position. Getting aggressive and catching teams off. He's desperate to make it work now. Because Astralis could win out on the 21 at this point right now with 3 in a row.
Não pode entregar round assim, mano, ó.
In fact, they've got the man advantage. Fur's gone, but Tarek inside of the site of an MP9 of all weapons slides in front of Glaive and drops the bomb down. Magisk.
Tira a cara, tira a cara. Isso. Boa. Do jeito que eu te ensinei, caralho. Boa. Muito bom, muito bom.
But it will be looking likely to be around here for MIBR. There's almost no way Magisk can win this with the bomb down in the position it's in, and the fact he has 20 HP.
E se ficar 3-3, aí não ganha. Aí vai pra mais 6? É?
It's first to 22 here. 21 you guarantee triple overtime at least. Magisk though makes his way towards the bomb site. That's in his vision now. You see the CTs triangulating around him, but they've kind of overlooked the first spot, but there it is. coldzera perfectly held. They get around on the board here. Still believing, of course.
TJ, você viu? Sim, mano, mas é pra fazer cirurgia, mano. A cara desse gordão e a hora que o Brasil ganha, tio. O cara fica todo... Ah, mamou meu dedo aqui, irmão. Vai aí, é 6. Não, então. É 16 rounds. Tá 2-1 nada. Por que tá 2-1? Se acaba com 16?
Adrenaline after a clutch, sometimes people feed off of that, they're momentum based, so the fact that you already, absolutely, you're already going to have a little bit of a momentary pause for the game to reset the sides anyway.
Se ficar 15 a 15. Tem 6 rounds. Então, mas já tá 20, olha lá, 20 é 19, então já deu 9 rounds.
His aggressive pushes towards short they all have not been successful as Dupree sets out that grenade. Remember, 1 round for Astralis will give them championship points again.
Flash in for Glaive. He's still going for this.
Fala, gamer. Tô cagando.
He and Dupree have swapped positions numerous times on who's going to be on that AWP as well. So Glaive making that call, I would presume, given that he is in-game leader and seemingly has something architecturally in his mind at that position.
Olha as cabeças no placar.
Ooh, another boost, a run boost. Okay, I was going to say, I don't think you could see over that wall without a third person.
Yeah.
I was kind of getting my hopes up, like we were going to see some more creativity for Fallen.
Então, se empatar 3 a 3, aí tem mais 6. Aí se empatar 3 a 3 de novo, tem mais 6. Então, é isso que eu perguntei.
It's all quite peaceful right now, but that's going to change very quickly as the flashbang comes through towards long. Fur has looked so accurate with the AK-47. We'll see if he can find the opening frag. His device baiting in Dupree.
He's finally changed it as well. He's played that front position so often that it's been a problem. Dupree gets baited in by their own Molotov, not his teammate, and device still finds an angle.
Os caras tá conversando no banheiro, mano. Mano, isso não é hora de ficar conversando em banheiro, não, filho. O jogo tá valendo. Tá valendo. Pelo amor de Deus.
Finding all the headshots. Surely he doesn't have a chance here. He'll go for the plant. It's actually looking possible. He'll get it down here. It's up to Device to try and deny everything. Tarek could win the 1 versus 4. He has a Molotov available to him. Device is low and he has to wait for his teammate.
He's got to start moving though because he doesn't have information behind him. He's expecting it to be from the stairs, but now that flash comes out. Device trying to work back in has given away the fact that Xyp9x is coming from the front.
Porra, moleque! Porra, moleque! Porra, moleque!
Oh my goodness, Tarek. He hasn't been his best tournament, but that might be one of the best rounds played so far. Unbelievable.
Olha o que o cara fez do round, tio.
Avoiding championship point at 1 versus 4. That looks impossible. He somehow plays it perfectly. The bomb planted, and they give the round up. Not even Xyp9x can stop him. As we'll get into the next round here. Right back in this now. Next round we'll find championship.
Nunca critiquei, tio. Nunca critiquei. Né, Edu?
Absolutely. Mirage is where they're trying to get. Astralis are trying to walk home with that beautiful trophy. Now slow it down again. Similar positions. This time out toward long devices. Ready with a slightly different gun. Or at least compared to what we've seen from that position. He certainly had the AWP last time, but he's not gone toward long too often. Here we go. We're going to get it. It's double overtime. And, oh, Device was there. This could, oh, he just dropped off. That could have worked.
You don't see it too often these days.
This suggests to me, though, that MIBR are feeling confident. The fact that they're bringing these back, that they're willing to take these risks, especially for Fallen on the op, that's exactly what you want to see from him.
Cara.
This could be enough to take us to Mirage now. 5 versus 4. Glaive with the smoke down needs to find some frags in return. What an amazing sequence of events. Tarek in the 1-on-4 to get them in position. That might close out the map.
Não, mano.
He's gonna run past Glaive here, but Glaive with the godlike play gets the bomb down. Stewie needs to take him here. It's not gonna happen. All of a sudden, it's Glaive pushing through. That turns around on his head. There's 20 seconds remaining. They have the bomb. Oh my goodness, and the kills. It's Burr with nothing left.
He's got to go for it. He's got to pull off a Tarek in return, but Glaive's ready for it. Astralis once again have championship.
Porra, mano.
Despite the opening kill,
FNX.
they were so perfect, you almost want to say, on that approach to get that opening pick. Look at this from Glaive.
É, o FNX, mano. Pô, mano, na hora que o Brasil tem uma chance de, porra, ficar na frente, deixa os caras fazer.
Glaive and Device on the orb once again. And good at these opening picks. Glaive not pushing as much as he usually would.
Yeah, choosing to sit back a little more this time. There was a jump position from a Csgo.
É os dois times melhor, mano, que tem no mundo, velho.
Não! Sneaking in, shoulder shows clipped, but not taken down. 17 HP left for Fallen.
And like you said before, it's not actually a huge deal for the orb. He has to readjust and play a little more defensively.
17 is low enough where I put a stipulation on that with utility.
Sure.
But you're right, he absolutely can play it accordingly, and Fallen's smart enough to do so. What's the call going to be? Again, a run boost toward long for Fallen. This time he certainly has company. Dupree's there, 17, but not peaking.
Ah, fazendo run boost. Se eu sei fazer esse trem aí, tio. Sozinho.
There is a player waiting in the one and done position, and that low HP might be a factor now. Oh my god, it's going to be Dupree looking for two. Can't do it. Fallen hits the shot.
Mano, é muito reflexo, cara. Não, mano. Fallen joga muito, tio. Ó, Device errou 2 tiros. Não! Não! Pô, não gostei disso não, mano. Tô triste. Ah, porra, mano. Ah, velho.
But what a time. We've got North on the rise, Nip on the rise, MIBR looking the best finally that they have in a while, and very nearly coming back to force a third map. Not only that, going 30 rounds on the first one. This is a great time for CS, and we're getting to the end of the year where teams are going to take time to shape up. We got a major around the corner. Things are looking pretty good. But they're looking great for Astralis. ECS Season 6. They led the board all the way through.
Não é, mano. MBR não é ruim, mano. É apenas pior. Ó o troféuzão, irmão. Aquele cara lá é cheatadão, mano. Esse cara aqui é cheatadão, ó. Ah, sai fora, tio. Os bandos de safado. Pô, galera, quem não se inscreveu, se inscreve. Amanhã tem live, hein, galera. Amanhã tem live, hein. É, mano, aquele cara é cheatadão, vocês viram? Todo mundo felizão e tal, feliz. E o cara lá, mal na serião dele. Eu ganhei o jogo com o meu cheater, tá ligado? É. Galera, valeu todos aqueles que estiveram aí nos assistindo. Obrigado mesmo de coração a todos aqueles que vieram presenciaram. Estiveram com a gente aí. Agora eu vou dormir, galera, porque eu mereço. E amanhã a gente acorda tem mais. Beleza? Amanhã a gente se diverte mais. O que vocês acham, galerinha? Exemplo, de eu entrar de live aqui e alguém estiver jogando e eu ter lá a partida do cara. Galera, então, vou ficando por aqui. Um abraço pra vocês. Até amanhã, beleza? Falou, Marquês. Fui, galera.